Welcome to LoganRobo's channel, broadcasting live on twitch.tv/LoganRobo and on youtube.com/@LoganRobo. Tonight's game is The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Remember, this is the only stream where the only thing more contagious than the laughter is the disease. The horrible, debilitating disease. Thank you for tuning in to twitch.tv/LoganRobo and youtube.com/@LoganRobo. Please enjoy the stream. And we are live! How is everybody doing? I've missed you guys. I have missed you all so much. I have been out the past couple of nights we would normally stream with a cold. I feel like I'm... Oh, it's a ba-ba-ba! Oh, that was some over on YouTube. Frozy! Thank you so much for re-upping your membership. Thank you. Oh, speaking of memberships, that reminds me, I think Vero pointed out on Discord today that a lot of our subscriptions on Twitch have expired. So I think this week, I just need to find out from you what days you guys want. If you want it Friday, you want it Sunday, we should do like a discount thing. Oh, speaking of which, Weedle!
Hi Logan, it's Amy, a bug with evil intent to eat fun dip.
Is intent to eat fun dip really that evil, or is it just fun? Or maybe it's evil fun. Thank you, Weedle, for re-upping your sub and using your Prime sub. 37 months. You're now on your first month of your next subscription, baby. So thank you so much, Weedle. How are you doing? How is everybody? Yeah, so I've been out. I've been sick. My voice isn't quite 100%. It feels pretty good right now. I'm sure by the end of the night it'll start to get scratchy. I just didn't want to repeat it. I remember looking back at those old streams when we were playing mouthwashing and I was like sick as a dog and I sounded horrible. So how are all of you? I even updated the schedule command this week. I see that over on Twitch, Extemporaneous was here early with Lurk and a random Transformers check. Nemesis Prime, who is bro and why is he your favorite Transformer? Well, he's not my favorite, but he's like a black repaint of Optimus Prime. So Optimus Prime is a good guy. Nemesis Prime is the bad guy. And he's got like a bunch of different origins. Like they can't decide what they want him to be. Said also, would you rather swim in a pool full of Nutella or a pool full of maple syrup? This one sounds familiar. I think we may have had this, and I think it depends. Like just strictly for logistics of cleanup, Nutella is probably going to be easier to clean up. But as far as like enjoying the substance, like the flavor in it, like that type of thing, oh, maple syrup all the way. And then Queen Katie says, howdy! Oak says, hey, Longa! And then whole command, how are all of you? Extemporaneous, Queen Katie, Oak. Let me take a look over at YouTube chat. Katrina was here saying, hi, yay! Will there be gore? Please gore. I mean, not so much in this game. Only one Ace Attorney game has been rated M, and that was because of like a bombing. And didn't you guys say, I think it was because there was a bomber, and it came out around the time of the Boston Marathon bombing, and so they're like, oh, that's a bit much. So probably not so much gore. There might be some blood. In this chapter, we're investigating a round woman who was stabbed in the back. So yeah, there might be some blood, but probably no gore, Katrina. Dermo says, hi, how you doing, Dermo? How is everybody? Extemporaneous, Queen Katie, Oak, Katrina, Dermo. I missed all of you. And everybody else that I haven't gotten to yet. And when Weedle, who re-upped your sub. Thank you. Let's see, I'm gonna read some more. Let me take a look over at Twitch again. Quick, it said, also, Logan, can you check the court record when you get a chance? I need to know if we get the victim's name revealed yet, or if I need to wait longer. I have a bad memory, lol. I don't think we've heard the victim's name. I will check once we get in. Thank you very much. So far, I can say as a deaf chatter, your voice is great to me. Well, that's what they say. They say that my voice sounds amazing to deaf people. Oh, hang on, I actually skipped a comment there. Queen said, fair warning to everyone here. Apparently, Google updated their icons again. Sorry, I'll have to pause and cough every now and then. Because now Google Sheets icon looks so ugly. It's like you get the Super Smash Brothers cross, but make it eco-friendly and rectangle? Imagine me opening 3 tabs for tonight and then get hit with the trauma of 3 of those ugly icons at me. I hate it. Like, why can't they just leave that? Everything is getting worse. The encrapification, that's not the actual word, but you know what I'm talking about. Oh, a poll has appeared on Twitch. Logan's catchphrase. This sounds like a Rukov poll. Weird noise when startled. I'm lonely. It's the right thing to do. Yeah, it's a Rukov poll. And we're live. I'd like to think and we're live, but it's probably the weird noise. So I'm gonna vote and we're live and be in the minority on this one. But I hope we're gonna be good. I took some cold medicine before the stream. I've got some water. I've even got some toilet paper in case my nose starts running. I'm good. So yeah, let's go ahead and load up the game. I will read some more of the chat soon. I'm just excited to see you all again. Again, I've missed you guys so much. I hope you can forgive me for missing Sunday and Tuesday. And thank you for coming back and not forgetting about me. Okay, so it looks like the background is updated, kind of like they were doing investigations to be for our new case. This is the street where it happened. We can see the corner of it here. Here's the bent up building and bike, which don't seem immediately relevant. I think it'd be oddly specific if it's not, but let's go ahead and load the game. All right, so we are right here. The Adventure of the Clouded Kokoro, which, as we established last time, is your heart. Oh, that's right, we're talking to this guy, Gregson, whom Vero likes. But before we do anything here, Queen Katie requested that we take a look at the court record to see if we have the name of our victim yet. She is not even in here. We have our client, Soseki Natsume, who apparently is a historical figure. He is an actual author, a Japanese author in real life. And Tobias Gregson. We learned all about his Greg family. So, before we continue talking to him, I will read just a couple more really quick comments. Oak says, Logan, why is the dog sick? Because that's me. Oh, it's when I was trying to list all the names of the Danganronpa 3 people. But it's too fast. Oh, back before I had a microphone and the confidence to be really loud and annoying.
Yay, I got hers at least. Angie Yonaga, Royama, Miyu Kaito Momota.
Oh, Kaito Momota. I miss him. Oak says, Logan, did you switch from kicking puppies to infecting them? No, I if anything, I probably got this from, like, dogs. They're the ones that are sick as dogs. Eglin said, very tired. I need to go to the police station sometime soon. I know what. Why do you gotta go to the police? Is everything okay, Eglin? And back over on YouTube, Derma said, Katrina, very unlikely to be gory. And Katrina says, no, exclamation point. And there's Frulzy's membership re-up, and thank you again, Frulzy. Katrina says, I'm sad because there is no gore. And then listen. And then Derma says, the first YouTube child. And Katrina says, AEAE, CBCB, TLTL. I feel like that's either a copy paste or a music reference that I'm not cool enough to get. Okay. And the poll is done, and weird noise when startled won with 60% of the vote, and Oak contributing 30 channel points. Oh, that reminds me, Oak! Everybody, do we have enough people here? I feel really bad. Tuesday was Oak's birthday. We were supposed to sing happy birthday, but I had to cancel the stream because I was sick. So, everybody, I guess I should ask Oak, do you want to do it now, or should we wait till more people are here? I guess we can do it both. So everybody, we got to sing happy birthday to Oak. Oak is officially a real person as of Tuesday. Okay, so everybody, let's go. I'm sorry. Okay, we interrupted with a raid. Okay, thank you for the raid, Gallop. We'll sing in a second. Thank you, Gallop. Do we have a mod here to do a quick shout out for Gallop? And then we'll sing happy birthday to Oak, and then we'll get into the game. If you're lurking, I promise we do eventually play games. So many loud, terrified screams for a screen that has little tiny ponies on it. Although I guess one of them has wings. That's like a Pegasus, right? I think. Unless it has a horn, then it's something else. Or I can't remember how it all works. But thank you for the raid, Gallop. How are you doing? What were you playing tonight? Okay, so we got to sing happy birthday to Oak, and then we got to get in the game. Okay, everybody. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Oh, wow, I can't sing with my voice like this from the cold. Happy birthday, dear Oak. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Oak. What did you do on your birthday? Did you do fun stuff? I mean, it's gotta like celebrate the big 1-8, right? Did you celebrate by like getting tax documents ready and all that type of grown-up stuff? Okay, let's play some game. So we're talking to Tobias Gregson here about the case.
It happened at around 5 in the evening 2 days ago, just there in that open bit of pavement. The victim, a young woman, was stabbed with a blade from behind.
Is it right that the lady is still unconscious now? You mentioned that she's being treated in hospital.
That's right. Well, why do we say hospital instead of in the hospital? It's a strange British thing. I don't know why we are the way we are. I never said she was a lady.
Oh, is she like obnoxious or something?
Truth is, unless she comes around pretty smartish, we won't be able to find out much about her at all.
I suppose that means they haven't been able to take a statement from her, of course.
All right, yeah, that's not in my pocket. Put me chips in me bum. Here's a map of the local area I happen to have on me. You can take it if you want.
Really? Are you sure?
It's fine. Maps are not expensive. It's yard policy to give lawyers defending suspects the odd bit of information to go on.
I haven't actually accepted the job yet, but still.
Thank you, Inspector. We gratefully accept.
Was it gratefully or graciously? I don't know. The local map has been entered into your court record. A street map of the local area showing where the victim was found. That's our first bit of evidence.
Anyway, as far as we know, there was no one else on the scene other than the victim and your fellow countrymen. So who did it, do you think? Not much of a head scratcher, is it?
Well, I know Mr. Natsume is claiming to not have seen anyone else around, but
just because he didn't see anyone, it doesn't mean we can be sure that nobody else was present.
I'm sorry to have to tell you, but things that I cannot see do not exist. That's why I eat so many chips. As soon as I eat them, I can't see them anymore. They don't exist. No calories. It's the best diet in the world. We most certainly can be sure.
How?
Because, ma'am. Job done. The precise moment of the stabbing didn't go unnoticed.
oh, somebody noticed and that's somebody else on the scene, so whoever saw it is probably the real killer. It what?
We have 2 very reliable witnesses, no less than 2. Possibly more, possibly greater than 2, but not less than. No, could be exactly 2, which would be less than 3, which is like a heart. See? Less than 3, I love you all. I've just met you, but I love you.
Ah! Oh no, he loves us!
It was a typical foggy London day, and your client obviously didn't see him.
There were witnesses now?
Witnesses!
I feel like we no longer have reason to suspect him. Well, I guess because the witness testimony, or I don't know. Let's read a couple more comments to the chat. Queen Katie, the 100 stream streak, congratulations, Queen Katie said, oh my gosh, wait, I thought I wasn't reaching this today. 100 streams, heck yeah, that got it on a Great Ace Attorney stream. Congratulations, Queen Katie. Weedle said, my best friend's birthday is on Monday. Woo, oh, awesome. Happy, wait, upcoming Monday? Or this past Monday? Happy, I assume upcoming Monday. Happy almost birthday to your best friend, Weedle. Oak says, I'm 18 now. You are. You can like, I don't know, vote, stuff like that. Oak says, should I eat ice cream for stream? Yes, unless you have cake, then eat cake. Ah! Hey, oh wow, I gotta turn the volume on that reward. That was so quiet. Thank you, Gallop, for the on Takamaki. Redeem. Queen said, Logan, skip my first actual message. I'm sorry, I missed it. I don't know why. And Queen said, there we go. What do you mean, poll maker? We already have a catchphrase. There's even a quote for it. Let me take a look over to YouTube chat. Katrina says, that was from a game, lol. Oh, the AEAECBCBTLTL says, lol, I need to write down. Frozy says, happy burger. Happy burger. Happy burger to you. Happy burger to you. Happy burger, dear Oak. Man, I can't do that Maya very well while I'm sick. Katrina says, so I did hear. Toshi said, hi guys, how are you doing? How you doing, Toshi? Did I ask how you doing, Fruzy, as well? Hope everybody's doing well. Okay, let's play some more. Let's talk about these witnesses. I'm just so happy to see you guys. You don't realize how much I missed you all the past few days. Witnesses. Who are these witnesses, Inspector?
A fellow and his wife. And the man's one of the most reliable and respected citizens in all of London. Plus, he's got a wife, so you know what that means. He's, he's a copper from Scotland Yard.
Okay. A policeman? That might change things.
And this policeman just happened to be there the exact moment the woman was attacked.
Well, then he wasn't doing his job. He should have stopped the attack.
Nothing peculiar about that, ma'am. Part and parcel of being a bobby. Catching them banging the act in a whack.
Do you think it might be possible for us to ask that policeman a few questions?
Be my guest. You can ask him what you like in court tomorrow. See, I don't have to help all the time. Sometimes I can be a jerk.
Oh.
I've no doubt he'll be summoned as a witness. So that'll give you something to look forward to. You get to meet a copper.
That's that then. He's got no intention of letting us meet the man beforehand, it seems. What about his wife?
A policeman witnessed the incident. As your judicial assistant, I must warn you that this could make our job very difficult indeed.
Yes, as a non-judicial assistant, I could have warned me of that too. Ah yes, one more thing, Inspector.
What?
The person who led you to the suspect. I hear that was Mr. Herlock Sholmes. Did he mention me? Does he talk about me? Does he think about me?
Oh. What are you bringing him up for? Oh, that man. Oh, that beautiful, stupid man.
Was it something I said? The color is drained from his cheeks. Didn't we establish last time when Queen Katie gave us the name fact on this guy that he was a character in the Sherlock Holmes books that like did not have a good relationship with Holmes? Is that what we're saying here? I gotta have a sip of water. No matter how much we talk to him, we still got more stuff to say. I'm gonna read some more comments in the chat. Crystal says, how you doing, Crystal? Said, welcome to the ancient Stoke. Weedle says, one thing I want to note is that the image for what game you play on Twitch mobile app is still stuck on P3R? Really? Wow. Huh. It's been a long time since we played that game. Wow. Oak says, I think I heard that Google is making their search engine entirely AI, which I don't know if it's true or not, but gosh dang it, man. I did hear that they're gonna be like doing even more AI integrations at the very least, and I'm not a fan of that. Eglin said, I've wanted to put Logan noises on my Logan Me, but I cannot for the life of me get the pronunciation right, so I haven't yet. I've given him one set of Logan noises. I want to get at least two. I've given him Hi-Jipo, but I want to give him Whoop-a-pa. But yes. Eglin, did you see I posted the me of me had a me baby on my Tomodachi Life? I posted a picture that I was not ready for in Discord. Oak says, I saw like one TikTok saying that Goolg. And Eglin said, they don't put the emphasis in the right places. Now that is a problem I have been having. Quickett says, see, catchphrase. Okay, so we don't have the victim's name yet. Awesome. And then Krista with the clip roulette for me over on YouTube. Derma says, hi, Toshi. Said no. Gregson was one of the few in Scotland Yard Holmes didn't completely dismiss. He didn't rate them highly. Oh, that's right. It was that like he was good by those standards or something like that, which was like really low. So yes. So thank you for the reminder. Oh, and yeah, Derma said, quote, he's the pick of a bad bunch or something like that. But does that tell us if maybe Gregson didn't like Holmes back? I mean, you could have like one direction affection. That's the affection that fans of One Direction had, and then they would write fanfics where they're like kidnapped by One Direction and raised by One Direction and then smooch One Direction. I don't want to, I don't want to go to tomorrow's trolley. I want to talk about Mr. Sholmes. Who?
Who did you hear that name from? You've been saying it wrong. It's Sherlock Holmes. Why is everybody doing this spoonerism here?
Oh, well, it was Mr. Natsume who mentioned it. He said that Mr. Sholmes was with the police when they entered his lodgings.
I'm sure it was the result of one of Mr. Sholmes's inspirational great deductions.
Fiddle faddle! I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I should not have said that. Oh, that's 2 F-bombs. That's F squared. That's even worse than saying fop doodle. Sorry, but that mother fiddle faddler.
Ah! It's even worse when you do it to a mother.
A man's an amateur, and I'm getting sick and tired of him showing his mug everywhere.
Oh,
Don't know where he gets his information from, but he turns up at the scene of the crime, wanders around spouting incomprehensible rubbish. Before you know it, fell in love with him. He claims to have solved the case.
well, yes, he's quite, astounding, isn't he?
He is a great help to Scotland Yard, though, isn't he?
Gibble gabble! Oh, I'm sorry! That was the G word! I mean, to be fair, there are 26 of these words and they all rhyme with ibble apple.
Ah, so much swearing.
Ever seen this before?
Oh, yes, that's Rance Magazine.
The wonderful publication in which the adventures of Sherlock Holmes appears.
Yes, well, that wonderful publication, as you put it, sees fit to include several of the Yard's detectives in its stories. And the so-called great detective makes a mockery of all of us. Oh, ask anyone at the Yard, it's a misadventure. Oh, wait. If you ask anyone at the Yard, it's a misadventure to be included in any Sherlock Holmes tale at all.
Well, I suppose there's an element of that.
We work our socks off, every one of us! It's been years since I've been able to wear socks! As soon as I go to work, they just fly off my feet! To be fair, I have really nice feet. I feel like if this was about, 100 and something years in the future, I would sell pictures of these dogs online. Only to be frumped! That's another F word, but that one does not mean doing it. By the public, thanks to all that obnoxious detective. The man's as dangerous to us at Scotland Yard as he is to all our criminals.
That can't really be true, can it, Inspector?
Clearly, the great detective and the police have a complex relationship. I'm going to read some more in the chat. I'm sorry for all the coarse language from this fellow here. See, Crystal says, Lurk, school stuffs, finals. I feel like you've been doing finals forever. Crystal, I hope the finals are going well. Thank you for being here, and if you're lurking. Let's see, Oak said, I saw one TikTok saying that Google will be making Google search fully AI. I saw something about it. I think it's like, I don't know if it's like going to be the default or what, but it's going to be. But here's the thing, to be totally fair, Google search has sucked for a while now. So it's like, it almost feels like that's a lateral move at worst. Oak said, but it's one TikTok and I didn't fact check it, so take it with a grain of salt. Weedle says, gasp, puppy kicker. I knew it after all these years. Eglin said, I gotta get fingerprinted again for my sub license since they got lost in the mail last time. Oh, I guess it makes sense for like background checks or something like that. Queen said captions AE, AE, CB, CB, TL. That's what it was. That's what Katrina was saying. Over on YouTube, these subs were accurate. Oak says, oh, dip. And then Queen Gator says, happy birthday, Oak. Crystal says, happy birth to Oak. Gallop raise rating with a party of one. Crystal says, shout out at Gallop Crush. Weedle says, woo, Oak, you're old. And Queen says, Ray to join us for wishing someone's birthday. Oh, and Gallop hang on. Looks like Gal's providing some trivia. Said Scotland Yard is the nickname for the headquarters of London's Metropolitan Police Service. Okay, that much I knew. I don't know why it's called Scotland Yard though, because it's like not in Scotland, right? Said, oh, here we go. Gets its name from its original location, near the historic Whitehall Palace, where the street's address and the main public entrance was called Great Scotland Yard. Interesting. This specific street name originated in the Middle Ages when the land was used by Scottish royalty and diplomats as an official residence or embassy when visiting the English court. Oh, that's cool. You answered the question I had about it. Thank you, Gallop. Queen says, oh my gosh, Gallop, I had to mute for that clip. And the Gallop said, old clip. And then Crystal says, happy birth to you. Over on YouTube, Derma says, that One Direction fix sounds very specific. You sure you didn't write it, Logan? I had a friend who told me that on Wattpad that a big thing was like One Direction self-insert fix where you've been kidnapped accidentally by the I don't even call them a band. I guess they're a boy band. I don't know if they play instruments, and that they like raise you and fall in love. It's like a weird thing. I don't know. I'm not into it. But it sounds like it's out there. But thank you very much, Dermo. Owen Oak says, I didn't know they added an interlude to the birthday song where you mention how sick you are. You do. You have to do that when you're sick. We just said, guys, Logan's live. Did you know this? What the crap? We should go watch Logan. Hang on. Let's go to his starting soon screen. Let's check it out now. Welcome to LoganRobo's channel, broadcasting live on twitch.tv/LoganRobo and youtube.com/@LoganRobo. We're just in time. We're just in time. Thank you for the heads up on that, Weedle. Okay, let's play a little bit more, then I'll be back to the chat. Clearly, the great detective and the police have a complex relationship. Actually, before we do that, because he might leave once we're done talking, we need to present to him the map that he gave us. Oh no, present. Thank you again for this.
Don't mention it. I had someone of the yard fish it out for me, but in the end I didn't need it.
Oh?
Well, the case could hardly be simpler, could it? I don't need a map to work out what happened. You can throw it away when you're done with it.
Oh, cold. Oh, and were we able to inspect it and look closer at it? Okay, there we go. So, Mersham Street. Briar Road, that's where we're at, so that's that corner, and then Calabash Road. We don't know where Natsume's residence is yet, though, right? Okay, let's talk to him about the last thing that he has to say, and that was over here for tomorrow's trial.
That twitchy Japanese bloke goes on trial tomorrow. You gonna defend him or not?
Well,
Makes no difference to me. But I will just say this. No London lawyer worth his salt would touch that case with a barge pole. Not because it's open and shut, but we are very xenophobic here. Because the
that's right, that was the problem, because the prosecution is being handled by the Reaper of the Bailey. I mean, that's right, because you either lose or you die.
There's no way to save the man now. It's a waste of time trying. It's all a bit strange, though.
Sorry?
The Reaper. He hasn't appeared in court once for a good few years now.
Yes, we did hear something to that effect.
And the only people he usually bothers with are the real scum. The master criminals, the violent ones.
Okay, so obviously that would have been, although he wasn't necessarily, I guess he was violent. He did do a murder. So, McGilden was violent at least once. But yeah, he was criminal scum. He was obviously really guilty. So, I bet this time, what do you want to bet Van Zeeks is fascinated with us and is trying to learn more about us? Master criminals?
The violent ones?
That's right. He handpicks his victims, only deals with those guaranteed to go to the gallows for their sins.
But Mr. Natsume wouldn't hang for what he's accused of, surely?
Well, that's my point, Sunshine. May I call you Sunshine? Don't know if it's too presumptuous of me, but I'm going to be totally honest here. You fill my life with sunlight. Figuratively, not really. You'd have to be a star to do that. And if you were a star, I'd die from being as close to you right now. It's just basic science that even way back in nowadays we understand. Yes, the young woman was stabbed, but I didn't kill her. Couldn't even say the intent was there in my butt. So this isn't the sort of case I'd be expecting the Reaper to want to sink his teeth into. For want of a better phrase, he's a vampire. He's a vampire.
Well, it's not exactly a minor infraction. I don't know. Maybe the victim's a teenager. Then it would be a minor infraction.
Victim's a teenager. Sorry to report it. No, there's got to be more to it. Some reason he's taken an interest.
Really? What sort of reason, Inspector?
You think I can tell what's going on inside that head of the Lord of Darkness? You have to ask him yourself at tomorrow's trial.
Are we really gonna have to face the Reaper again? The Lord of Darkness, as he put it? Well, I don't think we're gonna get any more useful information out of the detective.
Mr. Naruhodo, can I make a suggestion?
Oh, yes, what is it?
I want to go home to Japan. Well, it seems to me that we must speak with him about this.
Who? Our client or Herlock? By him, do you mean Mr. Sholmes? Oh, are we gonna go get to visit him? Can we ask where he lives? We already know it's Baker Street, but I don't know. I don't know if Naruhodo knows.
Yes, Mr. Herlock Sholmes. Exactly.
I'm happy. We're gonna get to see Herlock. Maybe we'll see the short pink-haired girl again, and what was her name? Gina Lestrade again. I'm gonna read a couple comments in the chat though. Queen Gator said, I remember when I turned 18, I finally got the official I'm an adult till 21 card for my state, and then I had to get another one later that year because I moved to another state where I currently live. Lol, you just got multiple cards then. Oak says, Queen Gator guesses that you moved from North Carolina to New York. Just a theory, a doxing theory. I love you, Gregson. Queen Gator said, Oak, that is semi-close, but not close at all. Galp said, I was official for me when I turned 18. I don't know what I was officially when I turned 18. Oak said South Carolina. Queen said, bingo, that's my state, but I refuse to tell you tell you where I moved from. Queen said, anyway, Greg said, my beloved. Oak says, oh, you're currently in South Carolina. And then Magpie says, come, Magpie flying in, Magpie, how you doing? Queen said, with how green he is, he gotta be a gumshoe ancestor. Yeah, maybe the profession runs in the family. Let me take a look over to YouTube chat. Dermo says, so like a reverse Misery with a fan being the kidnap. I suppose I hadn't thought of it that way, but yeah. Except probably less hobbling. Wasn't that a thing in Misery? Didn't she like hobble his ankles so that he'd stay in the bed? It's been a long time since I've seen that movie and I've never read the book. But I think that was I think that was a thing. Hobbling. Back on Twitch, Vex says, I'm back. I'm stuck with a lot of homework, incomplete class, but today's my cheat day. Welcome back, Vex. I've been sick a couple of days, so that's perfect. Welcome to both Magpie and Vex. How are the two of you doing? Queen said, yup, I will not say anymore because it would literally dox me, lol. And Oak said, my theory to dox you is you created a perfect replica of New York inside South Carolina, and you live there. Katie just gives off crazy Carolina vibes. And then Oak said, we missed you too long. Oh, I missed all of you so much. I'm always like worried also when I miss like a couple of streams, like what if that's a long enough time for everybody to forget me? So thank you for your patience while I was sick. So we're gonna go see Herlock Sholmes again. Look at those shining eyes. You can't wait, can you? I do like that even though in the previous chapter we learned that he's not like as good at his job as the stories lead him to appear to be, that she still really likes him and admires him. Well, Mr. Natsume did blame Mr. Sholmes for all this, didn't he?
Yes, he did. He really did. which makes him an involuntary party in the case. Are you just going to ignore that? I hope not. Blah, 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 blah. I assure you, it's not simply my selfish desire to meet with Mr. Sholmes again.
You gotta get a poster of him so you can put above her bed at night. The trouble is, we have no idea of the man's address even. So how? It's Baker Street! How do you know that?
It's in the stories, of course. He doxed himself. 221B Baker Street, the most famous address in the world.
I mean, it's up there. I mean, as far as famous addresses, I know that one. The address of the White House. That's like, wait, now I forget what it is. I want to say 1600, maybe it's something else. 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. I don't even know any of the addresses on Sesame Street. Every time Sesame Street was on, I had to ask, can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street? So yeah, probably is the most famous address. Oh, I see. Well, there's nothing to stop us from going, I suppose. We better try to find our way there before Susato-san gets any more excited and unpredictable.
Hurrah! I'll summon a carriage!
So we're to have a reunion already with the great detective, Mr. Herlock Sholmes. Like she nodded. It adds to my theory that he's saying all his thoughts out loud. Okay, later, hater. Oh, new location has been added. I figured as much. Oh, so we have an icon for where we are.
Can we really visit, do you think? Oh, pinch me! I'm sure I must be dreaming.
221B Baker Street, the home and office of the most famous detective in the world. I wonder if we'll go and see outside, if we're gonna go right inside. I'm excited. Let's go check out Sholmes's place. Ooh, animated cutscene! Hope there's like an explosion in there, and then Sholmes comes like running out and knocks us over. I just want some chaos.
It's just up there overlooking the street. Good day.
Tell all the people where Holmes's address is. Yeah, goodbye. Enjoy your doxing.
Well, I guess he docks himself. The stalking.
This is it. The residence of Mr. Herlock Sholmes.
Yay. Oh, look, her eyes are even like glistening. The shines shimmering. Oh, there's a pinwheel in that plant. Okay. Yeah, I guess we're gonna go right inside. Hey! Ah, so much whimsy. So much fun stuff.
19th February, 12:53 p.m. Sholmes's suite.
So, this is where the great detective makes his living. Hope he didn't mind us breaking in while no one's home. Oh, I guess there's a fire in the fireplace, so someone's probably here. On a very twisty-toed shoe on top of the fireplace. Excuse me. Got some really bad phlegm in the back of my throat there. There we go. Sorry for the muted while I was coughing. I wonder if all the stuff here is just them drawing whimsical stuff or if these are like specific references to things. Like the knife and the letter on the wall, I'm pretty sure that's from a Sherlock Holmes story. We got, yeah, some kind of elf or gnome shoe. We got playing cards, an hourglass, some perfume, a bust of Napoleon, some chess pieces, some glasses. Yeah, I'd like to think they're all like references to Sherlock Holmes stories. It feels surreal to be here somehow. Oh, I thought he was just gonna be like latched to the wall. Is it as described in the stories, Miss Susato?
Yes, it's even better!
Susato-san?
Many, many famous cases have been solved here in this very room.
She's like smitten. I think she has a little crushy McCrusherson on Herlock Sholmes. I'm gonna read a couple more comments in the chat. Quiggity says to OK, excuse me, I wasn't even born here. And you're right, they've infected me fast. Gallop said, thank you, Gregson, for keeping me safe. Quiggity said, Logan, make your wildest guess on what this policeman witness's name pun will be. Seriously, take a pic, cause I'll share one of the trial maybe next stream when we meet him. Normally I would say something like Bobby, because but Gregson actually did refer to him as a Bobby, so that might be too on the nose. I think I mentioned last time that I talked to a British guy once who said that the stereotypical British Bobby, when you played for comedic effect in England, is usually referred to as P.T. Plod. And so maybe some variation of that? Also, wait, what were those letters sketched on the wall? Is that an NR or a ZR? Yeah, for want of a better, I'll say, or maybe instead of Bobby, it'll be like Robert. It'll be Robert's, like Robert Plod. Sure, that's my guess. Robert Plod. I also guess the name of the pink-haired girl is gonna be Hemlock Sholmes. Like maybe Herlock's daughter or sister or something like that. Yeah, sister. He can't have a daughter. He'd have had to do it. Unless he adopted her like Trucy. But yeah, so that's my guess right now. Gallup says, Inspector Tobias Gregson is a prominent Scotland Yard detective featured in Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's Sherlock Holmes stories. I do remember, because like somebody said last time that he was in Study in Scarlet, so I'm sorry I didn't recognize him, because I have read Study in Scarlet. And then Oak says, I don't think I've ever met anyone more Carolina-coded genius Tomodachi life idea. And then Eglin said, I opened my save, and your wife dyed her hair green? Wait, they can do that? Wow, let me take a look over at YouTube chat. Let's see, Durma says, hey, they even have the writing on the wall with the bullet holes. Okay, so that is something. So yeah, these are all references to actual Sherlock Holmes stories. Says he did that when depressed in the books. It's been way too long since I've read Sherlock Holmes stories. I went on like a binge through them back when I was watching the BBC series, the Stephen Moffat series, Sherlock, starring Benedict Cumberbatch, you know? And Magpie says, good news is I think hair changes only last one day. Hair changes only last one day. Okay, well that's good then. Quiggita says, wait, hair dye is in the game? And Eglin said if you let them change their hair when they ask, they'll change it up on their own. I think I had a character ask that once and I just said no. And then Quiggita says, captions the actual F swear doodle. At this point, it's a running gag with Logan and captions for doing the actual swear plus doodle. I'm sorry that your captions are I almost said F-rated. R-rated. I'm sorry. The R word is a different word than the F word. Let's get back into the game. Oh, I suppose they must have been, yes. I've never read the story, so it's hard to get quite as excited about it as she seems to be. I guess this would be the equivalent of like, if you were a fan of a fictional character and then the fictional character turned out to be real and you get to visit his place, that'd be so cool.
The detective chases the villain relentlessly as he disappears into the fog down an unlit London street. Oh, the thrill of it, the romanticism! Can't you feel your heart thumping in your chest? Can you, Mr. Naruhodo?
Oh, I suppose I can, yes!
So, if you don't mind, I'm going to steal a bunch of his things and lick his furniture. I'm into weird crap. Ooh. I'll just stand here and soak up the atmosphere for a while longer. Please, don't mind me.
Ah, she's obsessed. Well, it looks like our detective friend isn't home at present. Excuse me! Is anybody home? Is this Herlock or is this the pink-haired girl? Or maybe Lestrade? I'm gonna guess it's Herlock. Oh, do we have a visitor? Oh, it's her. Do we have a visitor? Hello? Is it a big new case for Mr. Sholmes? Hello? Wait, we're gonna say we never got her name? Aren't you, Oh, how rude of me! I'll go ahead and make some tea at once and still wait a longer amount of time before saying my name. Pew! I'm sure it's the same girl. Miss Usato, did you see the girl who was just here?
I'm busy licking furniture. Oh, yes. Isn't it truly extraordinary? To think that the King of Bohemia came to this very room to ask Mr. Sholmes to take on his case.
The King of Bohemia?
Bohemia. It's where the Rhapsody's from. King Wilhelm Gutstreich 6 Sigmund von Ormstein. Of course. What other king of Bohemia you think I'm talking about?
Sorry, I'm drawing a blank. Forget the adventures of Herlock Sholmes for a moment and look over there! Small pink child.
The tea's brewed, and I have the freshly baked cake as well.
I should save the game. We're like 45 minutes in the stream. I don't think I've saved yet. Let's save. Stagger as saves. And I'll read some more chat, and then we'll talk to Pink Child. Sorry that I'm having to pause so frequently to like cough and clear my throat and sniffle my snots, but I'm still not completely done with this cold. Let's see. Eglin said, I was expecting a bob or something random, or some random cut, not green. Well, that's kind of a theme for your island, though, isn't it? Weedle said, oh, that reminds me, I'm planning to dye my hair soon to a dark green type color. Any particular occasion, or just like looking for a change and for funsies? Quiggita says, the Ranced magazine is a reference to, this Dan magazine where the original Sherlock Holmes stories were published. Oh yeah, we had this one. Said, wait, I just realized is literally what they did with Herlock Sholmes. They took the ST from Ranced and shoved it at the end to make it Ranced. Amazing. Oh, you're right. I didn't even realize that was specifically what they did. Magpie said, Logan, it's Victorian times. He probably would have made bank from selling feet pics in his era. Lol. Well, it's probably just harder to do. You have to take a daguerreotype, sit there with your foot like completely still for like 20 minutes. Says, lol, Victorians, while prudish, were also incredibly kinky because they were prudish. And then Oak says, this is why you should use DuckDuckGo. Magpie says, I use DuckDuckGo. I can block websites from image searches and report images as AI, and you can toggle no AI to limit how much of it you run into. I mean, honestly, that has me sold. Quiggita said, though not directly a Holmes reference, all of the street names in this episode have a connection to smoking pipes, a famous Holmes attribute. Briar Road references a common material used for smoking pipes. Calabash Street references an African pumpkin pipe. And Meerschaum Street refers to a meerschaum smoking pipe made from the mineral sepiolite. Okay, I don't feel bad for not knowing that then, because I am not a partaker of smokables, so thank you for the trivia! Oak said, I'm still very sad I lost 25k points for muted beef. I feel so broke now. I still need to find out why he was muted in the first place. Magpie says, Magpie's doing all right. I got outside to hang out in the sun in the grass. That was nice. Oak said, yes, Logan, we will all forget you in the span of 4 days. That's what my imposter syndrome says is gonna happen. Quiggin says, I'm sorry, they straight up doxed the man in his own stories? I mean, maybe back then, like, people just were less inclined to stalk you. I mean, to be fair, like, in real life, the reason is because, like, he's a fictional character, you know? And then Oak says, mwahahaha. Quiggin said, captions, enjoy your dachshund. Oh, so we're already where we arrived here, so I gotta take a look at YouTube. And Derva said, Maya voice for Pink Girl. I once dyed my hair green for St. Patrick's Day. Oh, cool. I have, I don't know, I've never felt the need to have like a different hair color. For some reason, I'm just like, I'm fine with brown. It's very basic, but it gets the job done. I don't even know what the job is, but it browns its way through it. Okay, I should play some game.
It's you!
Hang on, sip of water first. She seems very polite here. Wasn't she, was she was, I can't remember, was it her or was it Lestrade that kept firing the gun? No, I feel like this girl had like a bazooka or something like that. I knew it. Susato-san recognizes her too.
There you are! Hee hee! And taking with that with you as well! I was looking forward to the trial run of my experimental smoke grenade launcher! Oh, good day to you. I'm, well, the inventor, I suppose, of that machine!
Oh, she's like getting cocky, full of herself, like a Sherlock pose. Adding credence to my theory that she might be related. Yeah, I think she's Sherlock Holmes' kid sister, his emoto. She probably won't be named Hemlock, but I think that'd be funny. It's the girl who turned up at the end of Mr. McGilded's trial at the defendant's antechamber.
I've never met a lawyer from the Far East before. Poor you! having to get straight to work when you've only just arrived in London?
Oh, yes, it was, challenging.
Well, try this tea. It's my special blend, you know.
Oh, thank you. Is tea supposed to look that color?
Hee hee. Oh my, what a fragrant yet mellow flavor.
Hooray! It's the winner! I tried blending different leaves designed to alleviate fatigue, you see. You must be exhausted after your long voyage here, and you have another ticklish trial tomorrow. Oh, and you're to defend a Japanese man. I do wish you lots and lots of luck.
Did Mr. Sholmes tell you about us by any chance?
Oh, you know Hurley Burley, Hurly Burly Curly Durly, do ya? Hurly Burly Curly Durly, do ya?
Hurley? Mr. Sholmes to you, Shirley. No, don't call him Shirley, call him Hurley. Although I assume that in the original Japanese it probably was Shirley. So the Shirley pun wouldn't really make a difference because it's Sherlock.
Mr. Sholmes was a fellow passenger on the boat that brought us to Great Britain, you see.
Was he really? Well, I had no idea.
Okay, you guys were acting like this girl was the perfect one for the Maya Fey voice. She seems so polite and proper.
I'm afraid Hurley's out on an errand again today, even though he's just returned from overseas.
Wait a minute. We met this girl for the first time ever yesterday after the trial.
He's still saying these things out loud. I can hear his thoughts. Why does he think he's speaking silently?
And only briefly at that. How on earth does she know so much about us? Did she deduce all those things, do you think?
And perhaps more to the point, why is she here in Mr. Sholmes' suite?
Okay, so I'm going to guess that she probably is one of the people who, much like Watson, Wilson, whatever, who's dead now, helps keep Sholmes on track and helps him deduce things. So she probably is a smart, deductive mind as well.
Oh, silly me, I haven't introduced myself, have I?
Okay, we're going to get her name. We're finally going to get her name. Before we do that, let me read a couple of comments that... Oh, crap, I actually clicked it. Never mind, we're going to see it now.
Curtsy. It's a great pleasure to meet you both. My name is Iris Wilson.
Oh, wow. So she's the daughter, I assume, of Watson. I'm Wilson in this game. Or maybe is she the Watson that writes the stories in this universe? So, okay, so it's still Sherlock Holmes and Watson, just a different Watson, a little Watson. Oh, Iris. Oh, you guys mentioned someone named Iris last time. So she's Iris Watson. Wonder why Iris? Maybe it's because the goggles. And so like Iris makes you think of eyes because like the iris in your eyes. So Iris Wilson. I got to say the localized name, huh?
Just wanna say for the record to everyone that I almost spoiled Logan by mistake cause I didn't realize the costume's name dropped Iris.
Oh, that's
but
right!
Thankfully this man didn't connect it to the steampunk girl we saw before wearing basically the same thing and said, oh, it's prob some new other person, sir.
I don't know. I still in my brain was referring to her as Hemlock. I don't know why I was so set on that. But thank you. I forgot. Yeah, because it was like Iris's homemade costume was like the name of something. That's why y'all mentioned an Iris. So thank you for the 10 bits, Queen Katie. Once we get some background music, I will read some more comments in the chat. So is she going to be in our court record now? If she ought to be, right? Oh, there we go. Oh, she's 10. She's too little. An extraordinary young girl who lives with Mr. Sholmes. She has a degree in medicine and is the author of a popular series of short stories. Okay, so she is the Watson in this. So the Watson that died in this universe, it doesn't count. So it's fine that he's dead. She's his sidekick. Okay. Because that's fun, because then he can give his sidekick a piggyback ride. Thank you for the 10 bits. I will read some more in the chat in just a moment here, though. Like I said, I want to get some background music first. Oh, here we go. Right away, background music.
I live here together with Hurley.
Also before you actually converse with Iris after this scene, pan left to click the violin, then pan right 2 times to check the blackboard
Oh, two.
for dialogue. because the original Japanese videos I have did not actually have whimsy and only progress the plot, so I need to know what the blackboard says.
Oh, so you missed the violin and the blackboard. Happy to oblige. In fact, I'll go ahead and click everything in the room before we talk to her. Just part of my not actual OCD, but just my proclivities for clicking everything. So thank you very much, Queen Gator with the 10 bits. But let me read a couple comments in the chat first. Oh, do you guys hear that outside? Sorry, I opened the window in my room because it was kind of toasty in here, and I sound like a horn just honked outside. So let's read some more comments. I can't speak in the chat. Magpie says, great mic control though. I would have been coughing on mic a lot more. Well, thank you, Magpie. I know I've missed at least a few times in the past. Said most of the props are in fact related to stories. That's so cool. I feel like that, what's his name? Shu Takumi, that's his name, right? Must be like a Sherlock Holmes super fan. Or maybe he just did a deep dive for this and is that committed to the bit. Oak says, I would have a crush on Sherlock too, and no one would blame you. Magpie says it's VR, which is another reference to the books. I'm sure someone has a great fun fact collection on those. Nice. And Quick Katie says captions Burlocks. And Oak says, look, I must go take bath. I might come back later. I'm not sure. Hopefully we'll see you when you get back and you'll be squeaky clean. Thank you for the lurk, Oak. And then Quick says, I got name facts prepped up alongside 2 spoiler clips, lol, and 2 TTSs because I have thoughts and I have 50 bits to spend. That's like half $1. Probably cost you a full $1, but like to other people, it's half $1. Scarlet Vixen said, yay, I found you live today. How you doing, Scarlet Vixen? It's been a little while. Sorry if you've been trying recently. I've been sick the past few streams, but good to see you. How are you? Eglin said, oh yeah, I for some reason had a dream that I got accidentally banned in both the Discord and the Twitch chat in an effort to wipe out spam/bot accounts. Like, it was all lighthearted and jokey with the aftermath, but it was an odd dream. I'm so sorry, Eglin. We would not do that to you. And the Scarlet said, lol, that's an interesting dream. I did see something online today, yesterday that I thought was interesting. Apparently there's a strategy you can do. It's an anti-bot strategy on Discord that I guess works, but it's a little bit dangerous if the people in your Discord are mischievous or just dumb. Apparently what some people do is they will create a channel that just says, don't post. And they'll say just like, do not post in this channel. If you post in this, you will be automatically banned. And this is not a joke. The idea is that a lot of the time bots will come in and they'll post spam in every single channel. And as soon as they post in that channel, boom, they get banned, like instantly. And so it's just like a good kind of countermeasure. But the problem is if you have community members that are like, I'm gonna be funny, be so funny, I'm gonna post that, click, and then they're banned. But yeah, seems somewhat clever. Let me take a look over at YouTube chat. Derma says, it was a very temporary thing. I also like my natural hair color. Well, I've done like temporary hair spray colors for like costumes and things like that. Like if I've done a play and I had to play like an older person, put gray in the sides. Or one time I cosplayed as Shiro from Voltron, and so put like a little white streak in the center in the front there, but never like actual dye. And let's see, Derma says, Hurley is an awful nickname. I can only think of hurling, throwing up, and the sport. Oh, there's a sport hurling? I know there's the curling sport. It makes me think of, wasn't there a character on Lost? The big guy. There's a big guy who's like 300 or 400 pounds, like really large guy. And he's like, I think his name was Hurley. It makes me think more of like a Harley, like Harley Quinn or like the motorcycle. Toshi says, Iris! She looks adorable. Ah! Toshi, you can adopt Iris, okay? That's allowed. And Derma says, Irish Watson, please, no, Logan. You've done enough Irish accents for one Let's Play. I could do more. When we did our very first Ace Attorney, we originally gave Mia Fey an Irish accent for no reason. It was not a very good one. It was a sing-songy one that you wouldn't like hang out at a dab my nose. Running just a little bit there. All right. Sorry, I'm still sick. I'm mostly better now. And I'm caught up on YouTube. I'm still behind on Twitch chat, though. Ah, Iris, is it? What a lovely name. I'm pleased they didn't go too on the nose by having her be named like Joan. So instead of John Watson, it's Joan Watson, you know. What's the matter?
No, wait, this can't be. Did you say that your name is Wilson?
is the matter with Susato-san? Why is she so flustered all of a sudden? Surely the name Wilson is unrelated to us. Oh crap, there's a guy that I killed. I allegedly killed.
Yes, that's right. And what are your names?
Oh, I am Ryunosuke Naruhodo, a lawyer from Japan.
Oh, sorry. I'm Mr. Naruhodo's judicial assistant, Susato Mikotoba. It's wonderful to meet you.
Lovely! Susie and Runo! Got it!
That's both adorable and incredibly culturally insensitive. I love it. It reminds me of, like, any of you guys ever seen the old classic animated movie American Tail? It's basically an allegory of, like, Jewish immigrants coming to the United States to flee persecution in, it was either Eastern Europe or Russia or something like that. And so the main character is a little mouse named Fievel. And as soon as he gets there, like, the first American mouse kid that he meets is like, it's a weird name. I'll call you Philly. You're my buddy Philly. And so I always just think of that. So instead of Susato with Susie, instead of Ryunosuke, we're Runo. Susie and Runo. It's adorable.
Susie!
And Runo! There's more to this girl than meets the eye. She's a robot in disguise. Although this shouldn't be too insensitive to them, right? Because isn't that a thing in Japan a lot of the time? Is you shorten people's names to give them nicknames? So like Ryunosuke, some might call him like Ryu-kun or something like that. So I can see that this being very similar, although maybe they just think it's presumptuous that she's already given us nicknames even though we just met her. I have so many questions for her, I don't even know where to start.
Yes, and so do I.
Wait, was that my thoughts? Are you reading my thoughts again? That is my thoughts! I have no inner monologue in this game, it's confirmed! Yeah, because we're just brushing that off. Okay. Well, let's look around first. Let's examine everything, we'll present her with everything, and then we'll talk to her. So Queen Katie wanted us to make sure to... Wait, why are we not able to move to the left? No, oh. Can we not go further? No, we should be able to... Oh, maybe I have to click move in order to go left and right? Oh, now I'm like locked into this thing. Okay, that was weird. Look around. There we go. Okay, my control stopped working for a minute. We'll start left to right. And we're gonna click everything. So first we got this big, giant microscope machine. What on earth is this huge over-the-top machine?
That's the great analysis scope. It can analyze anything, really anything at all. And the first 4 letters are a dirty thing.
That's absolutely incredible!
It's one of Hurley's inventions. It took him a whole year. He said it was to help him with his investigations and his failing eyesight.
What sort of things has he analyzed with it? Do you know?
Well, actually, he hasn't used it for anything yet.
Oh.
Why not?
Apparently, on the evening he finally completed it, it suddenly occurred to him. Quote, I don't actually have anything I need to analyze.
Oh dear.
How about you, Runo? Do you have anything you'd like to analyze?
The only thing that springs to mind is this machine itself. That's cute. That was fun. That was whimsical. Okay, we cannot click the skull, nor the goblet, nor those things. There's a picture. Wait, is that the lamp or the bookshelf I'm clicking there? There's all sorts on these shelves. Chemistry apparatus, books, papers, and lots of things I've never seen before. It's all heaped up so high, I can't help feeling the whole thing is gonna topple at any moment.
I keep telling Hurley not to cram so much on those shelves.
Good advice.
He wanted to look something up in one of these books a while ago. But it was so tightly wedged in, he couldn't get it out, so he went and bought a new copy instead.
Okay, look at the chair. Nope. Okay, we can do the violin that Queen Katie wanted us to click. Ah! I've seen pictures of Western musical instruments like this. It's called a violin, isn't it?
Of course it is! Mr. Sholmes is renowned for his violin playing.
Oh, really?
Absolutely! It's often explained in the stories. It's inspirational, Mr. Naruhodo, inspirational! The only thing more inspirational than his violin playing is his use of cocaine! I immediately started playing the koto, which was the closest Japanese stringed instrument I could find, and snorting any white powder I could get my hands on.
What a shame you couldn't bring it with you to London.
I know, they wouldn't let me take drugs on the boat. Oh yes, well, Papa was beaming when I asked him if he would buy me one. But after a while, he asked if I would only practice when he was out of the house. So now it's merely an ornament in my room.
That must have been an awkward conversation. Oh, achievement unlocked! Secondhand strings for having examined the violin before talking with Iris about the ... Okay, that was an achievement then apparently. Thank you, Queen Katie. Anything else in here on this one? Okay, so let's go over to the next screen. Can we look at the gramophone, the globe, the knife in the wall? I do like this fireplace. It's one of the best things I've seen since we arrived in the country, in fact. Lingering beside the fire and watching the flames flicker and dance in the grate. Ah, it's so relaxing.
We can't relax! Not when there are so many interesting things on the mantelpiece. Oh, it's just as it was described in the stories.
It is?
Yes, exactly. Inside that Persian slipper, for example, are my chocolates for 11sies.
Is that a snack time? That sounds like something a hobbit would do. Are you a hobbit, Iris?
I don't make a habit of eating too much chocolate. It's a lie. I do. Oh.
And transfixed by that large jackknife
Here's my shopping list for the market.
That's not what the stories say. Oh, it's not quite how I remember it being described in the Adventures of Herlock Sholmes.
Poor Susato-san, she looks crushed. Okay, and the fire is a kettle. There's a trunk. It looks like that huge metal chest is being used as a table for tea and coffee. It seems very sturdy with an equally sturdy lock.
Mr. Naruhodo, you mustn't go around opening things. I always have to keep an eye on you, don't I? You're very mischievous!
How did you come to that conclusion?
Ooh, that chest! Looks like it's 91 centimeters. You're a regular Hajime Hinata. Phew! Contains some of my most valuable things!
And that smile tells me you're not going to give us any clue about what they are.
They're illegal. So illegal. So incredibly illegal.
Okay, and more shelves.
A mystery shoe, a curious hammer, some mysterious dancing men, a bust of Napoleon. Ah, what an entrancing collection!
This is the first time in my life I've seen a lonely old shoe displayed as an ornament. Well, the second time, there's the Persian slipper over there.
Oh, those are all mementos that Hurley has collected from his past cases.
Really? Even the bust?
Yes, that's right. When the mood takes him, he likes to throw it on the floor and smash it to dust.
The poor defenseless emperor. Mr. Sholmes destroys it. How does it come back? Does he just buy a new one each time? Does he have a whole closet full of them?
Yes, and then he buys a new one.
Make it sound like he has the temperament of an insane sculptor.
How entrancingly bohemian of him.
Like the king of Bohemia, and the Rhapsody. Okay, that looks like it's everything here. So we gotta go over here, and Queen Katie wants us to click the chalkboard. I believe she said twice. So yeah, let's start with the cart down here first. What a beautiful English tea set, and so neatly arranged.
It's a favorite with you pastime of mine. A cup of herbal tea in the afternoon.
Tea made of herbs?
That's right. I grow all sorts of herbs in the garden so I can experiment with different blends. One moment, don't go away. I'll brew a pot of the special blend I came up with earlier today.
She looks delighted, but safe to drink. I need to read some more comments in the chat. I'm getting farther behind. This chatting and clicking things is delightful, but it's taking a lot of time. Let's see. Queen said Logan is gonna die at this girl's name for reason. So yeah, so Watson is still alive. He's a child, but he's alive. Scarlett says I'm interested. Queen said in the Japanese version, just checked. She calls Holmes Holmesy. Apparently, it was Shirley is right there. Holmesy. All right, Holmesy it is. Queen says, in Japan, her name is Iris Watson, much like John Watson, who was John Watson in the Japanese, John Wilson, who was John Watson in the Japanese version. This was changed in the English release of the game, with Wilson coming from the Arsène Lupin stories by Maurice Leblanc. Iris Wilson was described to Kazuya Nuri, the game's art director, as a genius girl. Nuri worked gothic and mad scientist elements into her design to illustrate this. She and Herlock Sholmes were designed to look good on the screen together. They're matching. It's adorable. They're very steampunk together. And Queen said, and that's why I said Logan will die at the name. And then Scarlett with an emote, and Queen said, there was no random clicking everything in the Japanese videos I have saved. They said, nah, no fun times, only plot and important stuff, which means we don't even have any hilarious dialogue for me to tell you about. All right, clips. Okay, I'll come to those clips in a minute here, but let's take a look at YouTube chat. Hang on. Derma says, oh, the Discord thing has a name. It's a type of digital tar pit where it's obvious to humans but will trap bots and AI. Okay, so this is the first I've heard of it. It seemed very clever. Said, those names are fine. They're just shorter versions of their full names. I've been shorting Ryunosuke to Ryu for a while now for easy of type. Anglicized names are a bit of a pet peeve of mine, where people either get given or taken an entirely different name when their own to fit in. It's always something super generic, like John or Jane, too. I think it depends. My family got their names anglicized. I think I mentioned before that my great-grandfather, and along with my grandfather, who was young at the time, fled Ireland because he was a member of the IRA. And they came to the United States, and apparently when they came here, I won't say what my last name is, but my last name apparently used to, a couple generations back, have an O apostrophe at the very beginning of it, which I understand is fairly common for Irish last names. But when they came to the United States, they dropped the O. I don't know if that was enforced upon them, like on Ellis Island. They're like, no, we don't like the O. We're getting rid of that. But yeah, we dropped it. Now, I think it also depends though on the culture doing the anglicization. Is that the right word? Anglicization. My understanding is that some countries, especially in Asia, like China, when they come here, they'll just try and pick a name that sounds vaguely like it. I used to know this lady in California, for example, her name was Wenshin. And so, because it starts with W, she just went by the name Wendy. But I've also heard that some of these countries over there, they don't know what does and does not count as like a normal American name. And so they'll just be like, oh, I was reading this comic book and there's a really cool guy named Superman. So I'm gonna pick that as a name. My name now is Superman. It's like, you can't do that. That's not how this works. I am so sorry to report that. And Katrina says, bye! Bye, Katrina, thank you for being here. Sorry if you couldn't stick around. I appreciate you popping by and hanging out for as long as you could. And Durba says, as someone who loves entomology, I love learning new names and their original spellings. And Katrina says, I have to go. Hope you have fun with whatever you have to go do. And Durba says, bye, Katrina. I gotta grab my nose again. Still running. Honestly, though, I've made it almost halfway through the stream and my voice hasn't given out on me yet. So let's play a bit more and then we'll be back to the clips that Queen Katie has posted in the chat. I'm getting thirsty. I hope I don't completely destroy my voice. I know tomorrow I have a voiceover audition I need to record. She looks delighted. I only hope it's safe to drink. Okay, so we did the tea set. Why is it not? Come on. It's like, sometimes my keyboard just... It's... Can I click? Maybe if I click on the window, then... There we go! So we got the chalkboard, but Queen Katie said to click it twice, right? Looks like it's got some kind of math equation on it.
Ah, that's my blackboard where I note down ideas!
Oh, ooh, interesting. Let's see. Black Peter. What does that mean? Does that mean there's a white Peter? Or other colors? Maybe like a blue Peter?
Don't you want to hear what Iris has to say, Mr. Naruhodo?
Yes, I asked her who Black Peter is. I'll come back to the blackboard later. I'm going back to it now. Who's Black Peter?
Ah, that's my blackboard where I note down ideas.
Ooh, interesting. Let's see. Black Peter. Oh, okay, so apparently clicking it twice just does the same thing. I'll come back to the blackboard later. So apparently I gotta talk to her first, then I'll come back to the blackboard. Maybe Black Peter is the suspect of this. Maybe it's like a stand-in for like Jack the Ripper. Instead of Jack Ripper, it's Black Peter. Something like that. Spice rack. That's a charming little white shelf and full of charming little bottles too. It's where I keep my ponies in the bottles. Oh yes, but don't touch any of those. They might explode. Explode?
Are they exotic chemicals? Do you use them for exciting experiments?
Yes, indeed. And as Hurley always says, chemistry is an explosive science.
Sorry?
I agree. A single discovery can trigger an explosion of innovation all around the world.
Or perhaps he just meant it literally. Either way, a mental note, do not touch any bottle that belongs to Iris, huh?
The twice was for panning to this side of the room, Lil, but apparently you have to click
Oh!
this again anyway after you click the first two options of Iris's conversation for an achievement.
Ooh, achievement.
That's what the guide says.
Okay, so I misremembered. So apparently I had to click right. I was clicking right twice to get over this screen because there's 3 screens. Thank you, Queen Katie. I misunderstood, but I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, either way, mental note, do not touch any bottle that belongs to Iris. Anything else? We got a heart-shaped chair, which is different than a heart-shaped box. That's a Nirvana song. We got the typewriter. What on earth is that big black lump over there?
Ah, that fascinating thing is called a typewriter. It's a machine that allows you to write on paper without needing a pen. You just need a machine, which in retrospect is more inconvenient than a pen. I'm not gonna carry a pen everywhere, but this thing's big and heavy, but I still think it's pretty boss. And wizardly quickly too.
Ooh, that sounds like it could be very useful for someone like me with terrible handwriting. And drapes. And is that everything? I guess that is officially everything. Okay, so let's pop out of this. Let's present our items to Iris, and then we will talk to her and apparently come back to learn more about Black Peter in just a minute. Present! Iris, could I show you this?
Oh, how exciting! What is it? Tell me all about it!
Oh, actually, I was hoping you might be able to tell me something about it, if anything comes to mind.
What would it? It's your armband. It's some... You own it. Why would I know about that? What is... Are you dumb?
Well, no, I suppose it wouldn't.
Tell me! I want to hear everything!
This hasn't gone according to plan. And present this, the map. Iris, okay. I do want to headcanon that when Ryunosuke is showing off his armband, that it's different than like Phoenix Wright showing off his badge on his lapel because it's like on the arm. He's trying to flex. Trying to show people, like, yeah, check out my arm band. Not just my arm, it's my band. Yeah, I'm flexing. You wanna give a feel to that arm band? Okay, so she had nothing really interesting to say. All right, so now we gotta talk to her. We gotta converse. Iris, and then so after these two things, we'll go and see what Black Peter was. Iris. It was you that we ran into yesterday, wasn't it? At the Old Bailey. Oh, speaking of which, are we gonna see Gina Lestrade here sometime soon? Also, you know what? Hang on. Queen Katie has posted a couple clips into the chat. For those who are lurking or are new or do not know the deal, if you post a clip into either of the chats, we watch the clip together. We can't do that on YouTube right now. They took away clipping. But we have 2 clips, and I'm guessing that these are what we've come to refer to as spoiler clips. So once again, for those who don't know, what that means is we have a couple of members of our community, such as Queen Katie, who anytime I might guess something very right or guess something very wrong, or maybe accidentally foreshadow something, she makes a spoiler clip that we can watch back later to recontextualize what it was. This is from 15 days ago, so a little over 2 weeks ago, titled Wrong Weird Girl, but Still Weird Girl Somehow. Okay.
I'm a professional, all right. Maybe not in your eyes, but I got pride in what I do. Ooh, ha.
Let me guess. You don't count smoke guns among weapons for thugs?
Elvis, it was in the bag I lifted the other day.
Oh, it is! It's Herlock's! That's his symbol! That little flower thing! It's the thing on his goggles! It is his smoke gun! So, I was right, she stole it from him.
Down where they keep the four-wheel drags.
I still think
This
she
kid is delightful.
Yeah,
I like
she
her.
was
I don't want her to be a
delightful.
murderer. Can we make sure that she's not the killer?
I assume she's gonna come back.
Could she be our new weird girl sidekick? Is she gonna be in the rest of the game?
I mean, if Iris is Herlock's,
I want her to be in
then
the rest of the game. I'm gonna read some more in the chat.
then Gina can be ours.
Delighted by this kid.
Okay, and we have one more from Queen Katie. Let's go ahead and load this one up as well. And see what this one is. This one is from also 15 days ago, titled Iris Taking Her Gun Back.
As not necessarily criminal or even serious, a misbehaving child is a chancer as much as a criminal. It's just someone who pushes their luck. Okay, so yeah, takes a chance. So, but she's a criminal, and she admitted in a court of law,
Hardened criminal.
presumably under oath, to having stolen Herlock Sholmes' gas gun. But I think maybe he can choose not to press charges. Maybe. I hope he adopts her. I want her to be his daughter. Can we have a Herlock Sholmes spin-off game where she's like his daughter?
Yeah, I mean, I guess Iris is there too. You guys seem to like Iris. I guess Iris can stick around as well. So thank you very much for the spoiler clips, Queen Katie. Oh, and Scarlett says, I'm good. Happy you seem better today. Thank you. I'm feeling a lot better today. I just am still a little bit like mucusy. I have post-nasal drip back there. But other than that, I feel a lot better. And then Eglin said, I mean, if there are people who are willing to try it, then maybe the ban isn't the worst thing for them /HJ. I know, it's just that I understand what that temptation is like. It's like, they want to be I like mischief, you know? Let me take a look over to YouTube chat. Dermot says, Superman isn't a name, but Supraman is. Wait, it is Supraman? Huh. Said Blue Peter was a children's TV show. I don't know if Black Peter has anything to do with that. Okay, I need to look up what Blue Peter is. Hang on, I didn't realize that was an actual thing. Blue Peter. Okay. I see a picture of a cast and just lots of blue stuff in the background. So yeah, it's like, okay. A British children's television program created by John Hunter Blair. The longest running children's TV show in the world? How have I never heard of this? I mean, partly because I guess I'm not British, but yeah, wow, okay. And Derma says, maybe it's perspective, but that is the most narrow typewriter I've seen. They're always huge yolks. Maybe they've just all got very narrow fingers back in them olden times. But you're probably right. Okay. It was you that we ran into yesterday, wasn't it? At the Old Bailey.
Yes, that's right. You were ever so helpful. Thank you so much.
Wow. Oh, no, not at all. I'm so sorry we couldn't have been more welcoming.
Though at the time, we did have a rather large gun pointed at us. It was a gas gun.
This one, ha! Like this. This one's, I've got real ordnance in this. Your life is in my hands.
Gulp!
Thinking back now, you left with Miss Lestrade in tow, didn't you?
Okay, we can find out what happened. I'd assume that maybe she was, I would hope that she'll be like an employee of Herlock now. Oh yes, that awkward witness, Gina Lestrade. I'm guessing that she's just gonna be like an informant working for Holmes, one of the Baker Street irregulars now.
Oh, Jenny? Yeah, she's a professional pickpocket.
So we found out.
It was very naughty of her to pinch my invention like that.
I'm just amazed that invention fit in your pocket, girl. Girls' pockets don't fit guns. Are you referring to that trial-disrupting gun-like contraption?
Exactly. So I followed her, you see. Followed her. Just like stalked her a little bit. I'm good at that. To get it back. Perhaps I should think about fitting a self-destruct mechanism in my inventions.
This girl is dangerous.
Anyway, I brought Ginny back here after that, and we ate her. What, did I forget to put that in the books? We're cannibals. I have eaten many people. So she could apologize to my trusty technician.
Sorry, your technician?
Hurley, of course, silly!
Hurley?
Yes, Herlock! Herlock Sholmes! We live here together!
I had no idea the great detective had such an interesting young daughter.
Daughter! He's never touched a girl, let alone a girl's boob. Not likely.
What?
I wouldn't call him Hurley if he was my father, would I?
I don't know. Maybe. I guess that makes sense.
Well then, what is your relationship with Mr. Sholmes?
Brother-sister, right? Probably.
Well, I expect you found out that lodgings of any kind in London are very expensive.
Oh, we can live here? Oh, that'd be delightful if we get to live with Herlock.
So the solution is to share the cost with a partner or roommate.
Wait, why am I still saying sister? Of course not. Yeah, she's Wilson's daughter. She's Wilson's daughter. I don't know why I was so fixated on the sister thing. Yeah, I mean, I guess like she's an orphan now, so he could be her adopted dad at this point. Your roommates?
I hope you don't mind me asking, Iris, but how old are you?
I'm this many at last, this year, this many.
Well, what of your mother and father?
Oh no, they're not around.
Oh, I see. I wonder what the story is that you killed one of you. I mean, you didn't kill. You were there when one of them was killed. All right, Wilson. And then after this, we can look at the Black Peter board again, right?
Oh yes, there's something I must ask you.
Yeah, of course. Go ahead, Susie.
I am a very great fan of the adventures of Herlock Sholmes and...
Oh, you have a copy of Rand's magazine?
Yes, I read every issue. It's delivered all the way to Japan on a ship.
Oh, this is so exciting! My stories are being read on the other side of the world!
My stories? I mean, she already said that she was an author of short stories, right?
That's right. Hurley is always solving such amazing cases, you see, and he tells me all about them.
That's why he sounds so amazing in the stories, because she's getting it secondhand from him. Is that what we're going with here? I'd assume she was like accompanying him as Watson.
They really are quite fascinating.
So maybe the Watson that died really was his Watson, but she's the Watson that writes the stories.
It would be such a shame if I was the only one who ever heard them, don't you think?
Goodness!
Last night, he was telling me all about a new case he just solved on a steamship traveling from a faraway land. So I was just in the middle of typing up the manuscript for the next issue before you came.
So you
are the author? Yes. I'll let you in on a secret. Let you in on a secret if you like. I'm gonna call this latest adventure the Speckled Band.
The Speckled Band? That's certainly very familiar.
Of course, I always change one or two details in the stories here and there. This time, I had the idea of making a venomous snake be the cause of all the trouble.
So now we're also explaining why the stories are different than the reality of this universe. Okay. Oh, well, that was Mr. Sholmes' first thought as well, actually.
Yeah, and of course I know that a snake might not be a credible fit for the facts of the case exactly, but... it's a story! Some poetic license is justified to make it more thrilling, I think, don't you? Also, there's a lot of, like, him dancing with some dude. Took that out. Too much homoeroticism.
So, do you mean to say... are the stories about Mr. Sholmes that are published in Rand's magazine?
All written by me and exaggerated by me, full of lies told by me, yes, on my wonderful and very modern typewriter.
But all the stories I've ever read are written by a doctor of medicine, Dr. Dr. John H. Wilson, deceased.
Susato-san's getting more and more worked up. I should get more and more caught up on chat. Because I'm still behind. Quickity says, I can finally start saying Runo now. I hate writing his entire name. I can't remember how to spell it. So now he gets the cursed of Runo. Lol. Logan the arrows. Logan the arrows. Phew, lol. That was there. Oh, when we were trying to look around there. No, it wasn't letting me click things. I was trying the B key, the M key. I was trying to click it just like it wasn't letting me for some reason. I don't know why. It did that twice already. Quickity said, by the way, Logan, Iris's nickname for the duo in Japanese is Suzy and Nerudi. So she doesn't go with the Ryunosuke, she goes with the Naruhodo. Nerudi. That's a bit of a mouthful, Nerudi. Thank you. And Eglin said, evil Logan is gonna break up these lesbians in Tomodachi. And Quickity with a timestamp, 1 hour, 10 minutes. Oh, I'm only 20 minutes behind, not bad at all. Magpie says, I think it makes sense to have the Anglicization when in kids media. Kids can't pronounce it, here's a nickname for them, kind of thinking. Like in Atlantis, where Kidagakosh, if I remember it rightly, becomes Kida. Yeah, a little bit. The example I gave in like American Tail, like everyone still calls him Fievel except for that one kid. And so I think it was mainly trying to do like social commentary on it. But I get what you're saying. I mean, I had a hard time. Kidagakosh. I don't think, I've actually never seen Disney's Atlantis. I assume that's Disney's one, right? I think the main character's name is Milo. That's about all I know about it. Over on YouTube. Oh, I'm still caught up on YouTube. How about that? Okay, let's keep going here. Susato-san's getting more and more worked up.
Ah, yes, that's me. I mean, my name really is Wilson.
But what about the doctor of medicine part?
That's all true too. I am a doctor. Wink of medicine. Wink. I sell drugs.
No, at 10 years old?
I said this many years old. At this many years old.
Well, that's quite incredible.
I drew lewd fan art of Watson. Now you're telling me that fan art was retroactively of a little girl? I belong in prison. Dr. Wilson is an English gentleman.
Yeah. I did alter the setting slightly for the stories to be more compelling. Oh. Well, it sounds a little strange, doesn't it? A great detective with a 10-year-old girl in tow? I mean, even just saying it out loud, that is messed up. A great detective with a this many-year-old girl in tow.
I suppose it does. Yes.
Poor Susato-san. She looks like her whole world was just falling apart. Okay, now we can apparently go and look over that blackboard that Queen Katie was saying. Wait, how did we get back in the center of the room? Okay. Is that just from talking to her? Okay, yeah, we were supposed to look at this now, and now... Oh, look, see, it's unchecked! We can finally find out what Black Peter is. It also sounds like a substance, like, oh, we gotta mix in some Black Peter. Is Peter a type of substance?
Ah, that's my blackboard where I note down ideas.
Oh, that's probably why we probably had to find out that she written the stories, so we'd ask her about it and she could say something in the book. Okay, that makes sense. Black Peter? What does that mean?
Oh, how intriguing. It must be the title of Iris's latest work. Oh my, I wonder what fantastic tale awaits us.
Susato-san looks like an angel, but I bet she's dreaming of the most grisly crime scene you could imagine.
It's a case that Hurley solved just recently. A black cat called Peter went missing in the neighborhood. Hurley tracked it down to the fishmongers in the end. Some made it a story about a guy named Black Peter that got murdered with a fish.
Well, I can't wait for that story to be published.
I think I got to agree with Dermo. Taking a look here at this typewriter, looks like it's only got 4 keys going across it. That's like a one-handed typewriter. Maybe it's, don't they have like special typewriters for stenographers in courtrooms that use like shortcuts and stuff? Maybe that's what it is. Okay, but we gotta go back to talking to her. Yeah, okay. Conversing takes us back here. I should save again. We've only done that like once or twice so far tonight, and it's probably better to do it periodically. Save. Saving is complete. Yeah, and I'll read a couple more comments to the chat. Queen Gita says, thank you, Logan, for checking dialogue. I love whimsy. We do whimsy in this house. I wish I could find a Japanese playthrough that wasn't just a walkthrough, but also have whimsy for dialogue. Because sometimes the English localization will just change certain stuff to make references when I want to know what the Japanese version did. Ogh! I'm so nervous that the thumbnails after Logan finishes a clip has been hot tub streams lately. Twitch, what are you doing? I'm gonna be honest, like usually I don't look at what those thumbnails are because I'm worried that if it's gonna be the same category, it might be showing a spoiler. I should get in the habit of taking down the clip viewer, except like it like automatically shows up. Quita says, I don't know why Twitch allows that. I crave snacks. BRB. See when you get back, Queen Katie. Magpie says, I find everything is narrower in the UK. I couldn't descend stairs straight on. I always had to turn sideways. And that habit stuck with me for months after getting back to the States. Just couldn't figure out how to do stairs right for a while. So I feel like you told us that before, Magpie. It always reminds me of when I was younger, my grandma, before she passed away, lived in back east in New Jersey. And we'd visit her. And I don't know if this is just a thing of like maybe it's a holdover from Europe in New England, but her house, maybe it was just really old, had really narrow and very steep stairs. Like the staircase was like steep. And that just always made me nervous walking up and down it. And Vex says, Iris, canonical bazooka wielder. I mean, it's always a little bit fun, right? Over on YouTube, Derma says, but what is an easy name to pronounce depends on whether you're exposed to. That's a good point as well. I have no issue with Japanese or Korean names because I've heard them in media. Let children be exposed to other names. And that's a fair point. I still do have a hard time with Korean names sometimes. Like whenever I watch an anime that's based on like a Korean manhwa, like watching Solo Leveling, and I feel like that their names aren't as phonetic as Japanese names. Like I'll see the spelling, and it's like, oh, okay, and then I'll hear it. It's like, oh, that's how that's pronounced. Like I'm still getting the hang of that. Turbo says, Black Peter is either a slur, what? A drug, a TV show, or possibly all three. Oh, possibly, okay. Decided to wipe it again. No, it's still running. I thought you were saying it actually is, so it sounds like a slur. Okay. Said Derma says, a phenonetic. Am I saying the right? Phenonetic typewriter? Yeah. See, from my perspective, everything is stupidly large. Perspective changes. One of these days, I feel like it might be fun to learn, although maybe too difficult to learn. My mom, she knows shorthand. That is something that is like a dead language, a dead way of writing. And she sometimes does like writing notes like grocery lists and things like that, and it's like indecipherable to me. Anyway, back into the game. Your deductions just now. About before. Oh, that's right. How that she knows so much about us. I'm guessing that she just figured that we're the two people that Herlock told her about from the steam ship. Yes. What's on your mind, Runo? Do tell me. Again, she seems so much like more nice and polite than I would have expected. From her appearance, I was expecting this to be more of a child of chaos. And all she does is occasionally fire a bazooka. That's just very situational chaotic. How did you know that I was a lawyer and we had just arrived in London, I mean?
Yes. Oh, and that we have a difficult trial tomorrow. How'd you know all that?
Either she's stalking us. She might have known like who we are based on appearance also, because like Herlock has his anachronistic instant camera.
Oh, that's what you mean.
Please tell us how you did it. Explain every detail.
Of course, I'd be delighted. Although there's really no mystery. Now, let's begin. Gonna do a deduction dance thing. But first I need my goggles on. Look how big my irises, my pupils, my irises get. Iris Wilson is proud to present her Logic and Reasoning Spectacular.
dragon bow? What happened to the background? Is this like goldish yellow and swirly and blocky? This is not the same room. Is this your domain expansion?
First of all, I already knew that you were a lawyer, Runo.
It's probably because the badge on that's a university badge. It's because of his armband, yeah. Yeah, there we go.
After all, I met you yesterday at the Old Bailey in the defendant's antechamber.
But you also said that we'd only just arrived in London. How did you know that?
I observed a passport and travel ticket protruding from your breast pocket. It's your bosom.
So she's doing actual Sherlock Holmes style deductions, noticing little details and extrapolating from there. Although I guess they're not deductions, they're what do we call them? Inductions? Oh!
So I was reasonably confident that you must have only just arrived in the country. And on top of that, you accepted a case against that particular prosecutor, telling me you were unaware of London's court affairs.
Oh, the Reaper of the Bailey. I walked right into that one, didn't I? Oh, was that a stamp from the ship? Hang on! We have seen her hand so many times. That stamp has not been on the back of her hand. I would have noticed that.
Then I noticed a red ink stamp on the back of Susie's hand. It disappeared for a long while, but just rematerialized. It's right there. You were given that when you visited the local prison to meet with a suspect, weren't you, earlier today?
Oh, so it's not for the boat. But, okay, that would have been a really cool detail if, like, the game actually did put that on her hand ever since we went to the prison. But it didn't.
Ha! Oh. They use those stamps to keep a close eye on comings and goings, you see.
I didn't realize.
And a red stamp is only used for people visiting foreign inmates. So that told me that even though you had only yesterday concluded the trial of Magnus McGilded, the two of you had already had a case to visit a foreign inmate at a local prison. However, neither of you was wearing a particularly sad expression on your face. So I concluded that the prisoner was unlikely to be a friend or a relative. That led me to believe you must have accepted a new case.
I see.
But how could you have known that the trial is tomorrow?
Well, having barely been home for a few hours yesterday, Hurley solved yet another case. It obviously amused him. He told me he'd caught a Japanese man who was bawling and trembling.
A Japanese man? Well, clearly that must have been...
Mr. Natsume!
Now Runo has a fancy Japanese sword. And I think your outfit is called a kimono, isn't it, Susie? Well, anyway, it was clear to me that you both come from Japan yourselves.
Well, and they probably look different. They look Japanese. Like, there are morphological differences. It's okay to acknowledge that.
So I put two and two together and decided you must be defending the Japanese man Hurley caught. And there was only one conclusion that those facts could lead me to. You both came here to ask Hurley about the case. Hee. I'm a little girl. Hee 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 hee. There's a note on the mantelpiece that says the man's trial will be tomorrow. Hurley is always stabbing his notes with a knife, you know. He's silly, and he loves stabbing. He loves stabbing. He stabbed many people. So
my voice is starting to crack. I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit.
And that's all there was to it, really. Thank you for listening. I'm Iris Wilson, and that was one of my great deductions. See you all tomorrow. Same Iris time, same Iris channel. Pew! Well, was it a winner? Was it a Eustace winner? Were my deductions correct?
They were spot on.
That
was amazing, Iris. Truly a great deduction.
You even managed the certain something of Mr. Sholmes' delivery. Oh. I keep forgetting she probably has a British accent of her own, doesn't she?
Yeah, well, I was just copying Hurley's style for that.
This is really very good news. You could tell us all about the case involving the Japanese man. You will, won't you, Iris? Please!
The case of the Japanese man. I wish that was the name of this chapter. The Adventure of the Japanese Man. I'm gonna read a couple more comments in the chat. Queen Katie says, I'm back with peach rings. Bet you thought it was gonna be wafers. I did. I'm assuming they're like the gummy ones, the gummy peach rings. Said Iris and Trucy should meet. They should. I mean, Iris is probably, well, I mean, if she was 10, she could be just like very elderly when Trucy was very little. I mean, they could maybe have been alive at the same time. Magpie said, we were just discussing the idea, that idea in a roleplay Discord. Trucy and Iris would be maximum chaos. Eglin said, I mean, she is also 10, so... Quicken says, oh, so Iris is to blame for the awful snake twist and a timestamp 1 hour, 30 minutes. Oh, look, only 17 minutes behind. I made 3 minutes of progress. Eglin says, I mean, when as a 10-year-old not played up a story just a little before. Magpie says, Logan, I highly recommend Disney's Atlantis, very underrated film with some excellent dialogue. I should watch it eventually. I just never got around to it. That one or Treasure Planet. I just never seen them. I've nothing against them. I'd like to, but I've just never seen them. And Magpie says, Iris be like, of course I'm a doctor of medicine. In this era, all you need is gumption and a bone saw. Says, big agree the kids should be exposed to more names. I'm just speaking from a very marketing perspective. I understand why that's done, lol. I mean, I think we can at least take some encouragement for the fact that these days when they, bring like an anime over from Japan and decide to give it the edited for kids treatment, which is more seldom these days anyway. But when that happens, at least they don't change the names. Like Ryunosuke won't become like Roger or something like that, you know? Let me take a look over YouTube chat. And Dermo says, at least Iris's mind doesn't induce seizures like in 100 Line. That's true, it didn't have the big swirly stuff. So Queen Katie, were you more okay not getting motion sickness from Iris's mind palace that time? Said every deduction game is really an induction game. It's a misnomer. I remember I took a class once. It was all about logical reasoning and things. And that was one of the things they talked about. They're like, Sherlock Holmes is not really deduction. That's not what that is. But still, it's fun to say deduce. Okay, what do we got? The case of the Japanese man. So yesterday, Mr. Sholmes apprehended a Japanese man, you were saying?
Yes. I know I can elaborate, but I'm gonna wait for you to ask more. Hurley had just arrived back in London after his sea voyage. But the police were waiting for him at the railway station to take him directly to the crime scene.
Oh wait, the police has, I thought Gregson said that the police hate working with Herlock. Well, the great detective is a popular man, it seems.
Apparently a woman was stabbed on a quiet street somewhere in town. There were witnesses who had seen a short, shifty-looking, stooped man running away from the scene.
And that's the policeman and his wife, right?
A short, shifty-looking, stooped man.
That's Natsume. That's Soseki Natsume.
Mr.
Natsume, beyond any doubt. Soseki-san said that he didn't see anybody else on the street at all. But it seems there were witnesses after all.
Hurley used his great deductive powers to determine the man's address. It was a lodging room very nearby. He went directly there with police, and what did they find?
I'd like to think his great deductive powers was just following him.
A short, shifty-looking, stooped man, shivering in fear.
Oh, Mr. Sholmes' great deduction certainly hit the mark that time.
Of course it did. He's a great detective.
Still, that means the incident occurred only 2 days ago. Surely tomorrow is too soon for the trial, isn't it?
Definitely. We have no time to investigate properly.
Hurley says that London is rife with crime.
Oh.
Scotland Yard is doing its best, but they can't stay on top of it, apparently.
Oh dear, I hadn't realized the situation was so dire.
That's why they can't afford to spend too much time investigating cases and trying the criminals in court.
So that's going to be this game's explanation for why the it's so quick, that the turnover is so rapid. We had the whole thing in the regular Ace Attorney games where like, oh, some law was passed that said that you got to do a trial immediately and you got like 3 days or something like that. So this is just, it's too much crime.
Staff and money are both short. Crimes are usually pinned on the first suspicious person.
That's terrible! I suppose it's the harsh reality of the workings of the world's greatest justice system.
I suppose it is. But in that case, I don't hold out much hope for Soseki-san. Thank you for answering so many of our questions, Iris. This has been very informative. We have not gotten any evidence for the case. Our court record has my armband and a map. Oh, what's that? Oh, why is she doing that? Oh, she was flattered that we were thanking her. Does Herlock never thank her for things?
Oh, you're most welcome. I've had so much fun.
Did you happen to know where Mr. Sholmes is at the moment? Oh, maybe we're going to go meet up with him somewhere and he'll give us some evidence? As you guessed, we'd like to ask him some questions about this case as well.
Oh, well. Expect Hurley is still investigating the scene.
Hope we go back there and he's like latched onto like some wall like a spider again. Of the case involving Mr. Natsume, you mean?
Yes, Mr. Nuts. Mr. Natsume. Oh, Mr. Natsume. Hurley said he was going to the man's lodgings. If you leave now, you'll probably catch him there.
Iris, do you know where those lodgings are?
Well, I imagine the police are still investigating the scene of the crime themselves, aren't they? Did you happen to come across a detective by the name of Gregson when you were there?
Yes, we know Inspector Gregson.
Ah, goody, in that case. Give Gregsy this from me, would you? It's a card? Wait, you can't see it. My camera's... Not my camera, Logan's camera's in the way. Hang on. It's a card with a quarter. It's a bribe. I'm unethical. If you do that, I'm sure he'll tell you what you want to know.
What is this?
A 5-shilling piece.
Oh, so it is. It is actual money. So it's not a picture on the card.
And a postcard, it seems.
Iris's postcard has been entered into the court record. A card for Inspector Gregson with a message on the back from Iris.
It reads, "Tell the gentleman in black whatever he wants to know. I trust that won't be a problem. If it is a problem, I will write horrible things about you in my next short story. Slanderous and libelous things about you that will ruin your life. They will cancel you on Twitter.not.com yet because the internet doesn't exist." Gosh, this will make the inspector help us with it.
Well, thank you, Iris. We'll give it a try. Before we leave, can we present her card right back to her and see if there's dialogue for it?
Good luck, then. I'm going to return to writing my manuscript, The Speckled Band! And I'll be making more special blends of tea, so come back soon!
We'd be delighted. Thank you so much, Iris. Well, Mr. Naruhodo, it's back to the scene of the crime!
Yay! So, what was that glitch? Something blinked on the screen. So, somewhat dubious that they would exert any influence over the men of Scotland Yard at all, we headed back to the scene where Iris's curious note and one of the world's heaviest silver coins in hand. Is that a to be continued? To be continued. All right, we've reached a pausing point. Let's save and then press forward. We gotta reach Herlock. I missed that, man. So I think it's pretty obvious though that at this rate we are not reaching this trial tonight. But I'm having fun. I mean, that's what matters, right? Once we get back out of this, I will read some more in the chat because I'm still like 15 or 20 minutes behind. Which again, not bad.
Congrats, you finished part 1 of 4 in the case guide.
Oh!
This next page is gonna be long for certain reasons. Think 165 pop.
165 pop! Thank you for the 10 bits, Queen Katie. I am kind of amazed that it's only 4 parts. I feel like this first game in the Chronicles collection is whizzing by. I mean, I thought this was going to be a super long... I know it's 2 games, so it's going to be long when you put them all together, but this first one is a very short game, it seems. Huh. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. 19th February, 2:38 p.m., Briar Road. Nora, raid with a party of 2. Thank you, Nora. Is Crystal back to do a quick shout out for Nora? In fact, let me see. I don't think so. So I'm going to go ahead and do a shout out for you. I'm also going to briefly turn off slow mode. Oh, wait, no, there's Crystal. Thank you for doing the shout out, Crystal.
Yes.
Oh, what's with the audio on this? And it's so quiet.
Why did I say that? You just call her your lady? Do you normally say stuff like that?
No.
Oh, it looks like Crystal already turned off slow mode. Thank you. Just for while the raid is happening. We can turn it back on a little bit if we want.
Does not seem like your personality.
That's the end of stream.
I did not know you were streaming tonight. What were you playing, Nora? I gotta scroll up a little bit to see what it was. You were playing Uma Musume, Pretty Derby. I gotta do the horse waifu game. Let's click a screen or two here until we get some background music, and I'll say hi to the raiders. I'll say hi quick, and then we'll talk more to the raiders. But hi, raiders. If there is anyone new with the raid that we don't know, my name. Thank you, Weedle. I appreciate that. But yeah, so hi, I'm Logan. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Right now, alternating between this, our main game, the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, and Batman Telltale, which I'm using to stall while I try and hopefully get my GPU upgraded eventually to be able to continue playing Pragmata, because I was enjoying that game. But how was your stream, Nora? I should also periodically remember to do this. I keep forgetting. Post our link tree and cross-post it over to YouTube, because this has all of our social media, including a Discord invite, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, all that stuff. You can check it out, make use of it, or ignore it. It's up to you. All right, like I said, let's play to get some background music, and then I'll read some chat. It looks as though the police are still here, carrying on with their investigation.
Perfect. So let's find Inspector Gregson as quickly as possible.
Yes, and let's see if he'll take a break from his chips to look at that silver tip Iris gave us for him. Hey, there he is. We got some music playing. All right, so now I can read some chat. Let's see. Queen Katie said, here comes peak soon, chat. Peak Iris time. She was good with those deductions. She's smart. There's Crystal saying, rawr, I'm back. Okay, so if I just read a little more last time, I would have known that Crystal was back. How did everything go, Crystal? Unlurk, thank you for the unlurk, said, why does he look like a vampire in that sprite? I think it's intentional. I think Van Zeeks is a vampire. And they keep saying like little vampiric type things like sink his teeth into stuff. He's a vampire. Quiggin says, random crack theory, Herlock is a serial killer in this universe. I want that to be a fanfic now. That he just does that, but then he pins it on other people, frames them, tells her they write stories like, oh, he's so good at this. He's so good at this. My nose is running in, just gotta dab it. Quiggin said, yup, gummy peach rings. The brand is Albanese. Such a rare one to find, apparently. My Dollar General has them now. So yeah, of course I bought it ASAP today while stocking up wafers. Magpie says, oh, yum. Joey Wheeler would argue otherwise, Logan. Oh, well, no, that's because that's an older anime. That's like from when did Yu-Gi-Oh come out? Was that like the 90s or early 2000s or something like that? Yeah, back then they were changing things because he was Jonoichi or something like that, and then changed to Joey. I feel like you see that less now with anime. I mean, you still see it sometimes, but not as often because like anime's, I don't know, it's probably just a bit more mainstream now. And it's getting even more so, especially with like popular stuff like K-pop Demon Hunters and things like that. So yeah, that's my defense, Magpie. Quiggin said, yeah, don't worry. This one was way different from 100 Line. I would have warned you about it if it did get wonky beforehand. Oh, I feel tiny dumb. I had the wrong case facts open. I had the facts for case 2 for some reason, lol. So the Rand's fact was already shared, apparently. It's all good. It was a good reminder. Crystal says, Iris is so cute. I like her. Quiggin says, you see why I'm working on a spoiler chat icon of her? Crystal says, yup. Saturday with an ER 40K. Hello, Logan. Welcome. How are you doing? Good to see you. Okay, hang on. I know you've been here before, but I'm trying to remember if your name was Saturday the last time or if you had changed it since then a little bit. I know you've been here, but it's been a little while. And how are you doing Saturday? Good to see you. Welcome. I assume you probably played this game, yeah? Queen says, I was gonna draw Iris with the gun. I do not know how to draw that gun, so sadly no gun. And Crystal says, welcome in Saturday. Logan is just too far back from chat, lol. Actually, not too far. Look at that, because Saturday is saying, oh, laughing. And there's the raid. I'm almost caught up. I am doing good with that. And I'm still caught up over on YouTube, so let's play a little bit more here. All right, we found Gregson. So we gotta present stuff to him. I think we already tried presenting this map. Can we examine if there's anything different now? Okay, everything's still checked off. The same as it was before, even if we go over here. Okay, so everything's still checked off, and we obviously don't wanna leave. What happens if we try and just converse? Okay, and all that's done, so we gotta actually present the bribe to him. And we don't even have anything else. We already showed him the map earlier. So yeah, present the bribe. Apparently we need to stay on task. Inspector Gregson, do you have a moment?
Sorry to say I don't. I'm a very busy man. Much too busy to talk to a pair of foreign gallabouts, that's for sure.
We have these for you. One of these is money. One is money. A present from Miss Iris Wilson.
What? For me? From her ladyship?
Wait, what? He hates her luck, but you know what? He respects the 10-year-old because she's smart and she has correct deductions. What do you want to bet whenever they invite Herlock along? It's just so that they can have an excuse to have her brought with him and they can hear what she has to say. She's the brains behind the whole operation. Her ladyship?
Get out of here at once! Come on, hand it over! That's for me! That's mine!
Don't wait for me to give it to you, will ya? What was that coin exactly?
It's a silver crown, obviously, but it's a lot more than that. It's an appearance fee, is what it is.
An appearance fee? Oh, I see. You mean...
That's right, for the adventures of Herlock Sholmes.
Oh, she pays Gregson for being mentioned in the... I mean, that's nice.
Her ladyship always offers me a little financial reward for featuring me every time.
Okay, that's sweet of it. It's like residuals or something. That's nice.
Yes, of course. I know all about your exploits, Inspector. I read them avidly.
Of course, her using me now, without me say so, does make me the butt, of a lot of unpleasant jokes, but still,
I am sorry, Inspector. That must be difficult for you.
Never you mind that! So, what you want to know then, eh?
Sorry?
Tell the gentleman in black whatever he wants to know. I trust that won't be a problem, it says. Well, obviously, it's not a problem! Go on, fire away! What you want to know? I'll tell you anything. I would tell you anything about anything. Even private, intimate matters.
Well, if you wouldn't mind, Inspector, we'd very much like to know the address of Mr. Natsume's lodgings.
A little knife-wielding, mustached Japanese fellow. He lives in a right old hovel. Just over there.
Oh, it's gonna be the one with the broken windows and the broken bike in front? So it is relevant. And we don't have far to go. Strand Street.
On the first floor of that house in the corner where that wreck of a bicycle's propped up.
That is nearby, indeed.
If I remember rightly, the landlord is a Mr. John Garadeb.
John Garadeb. Reminds me of Garderob from the steamboat. John Garadeb. Maybe we'll get a better idea what his pun is once we see him. Garadeb.
Right, well, if you see her again, you make sure you give her ladyship my regards, you hear? I mean it! You tell her that Gregson sends his very best wishes, not just the pretty good ones. I have some pretty good wishes, but me best ones. The ones that if there was a genie, that genie would have a real hard time finding a way to twist him into something bad. The best wishes.
Don't worry, Inspector, we will.
Hitting me bye. Goodbye for now, then. And long live her ladyship.
Well, at least he told us what we wanted to know before he left.
Yes, so then, shall we go and see what we can find in Mr. Natsume's lodgings? Or who we can find?
Definitely.
Wait. Can we examine new stuff now that we know that this is where he lives? Oh, we can.
That's a rather typical old brick building, isn't it? I'm sure it has long and interesting history.
Well, time certainly seems to have taken its toll on the place. It's crooked and sagging all over. This is the same dialogue as before. In fact, it looks in decidedly worse shape than the other houses around here.
According to Inspector Gregson,
Oh, here's the new thing.
that's the house where Mr. Natsume has lodgings.
Just across the road from where the incident took place, I see. It must be awful for Soseki-san getting caught up in something like this in a foreign land. All right, so let's head in there. Let's move. I hope he's a hoarder. I hope it's terrible. A new location has been added.
We still haven't been here yet. I wonder what awaits us.
The lodgings of Mr. Soseki Natsume, according to information gleaned from Inspector Gregson.
All right, let's see this place. New location. Oh, he's got a cannon with an apron on it and military uniforms and a medal and large bullets. Large bullets. And what looks like a changing screen. So you'd like change your clothes behind it, but like there's a window right behind it. So you're just making sure that only the, okay, well, that's not great. Who's this guy with the really spiky hair?
19th February, Mr. Natsume's lodgings.
Whoa!
May I help you?
I don't know why, I just wanted to give her that voice. Ah, yes! Would this be the residence of Mr. John Garadeb?
Indeed it would be, sir. And who may I say is calling?
My name's Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
Mr. Naruhodo is representing Mr. Soseki Natsume. I believe he takes lodgings here?
Uh-oh. I was happy for a second. Now I'm not anymore.
We would very much like to ask him some questions about our client.
Oh. One moment, please. I shall convey the message to Mr. Garadeb.
I thought we were hoping to run into Herlock here. Is that a candle on the ground by the changing screen? Did you see that? Oh, sorry. Did you see that, Miss Susato? That was a real-life English maid. There was one on the jury the other day.
I know. As I understand it, anyone of standing in English society employs a number of household staff. But that was the first time I've ever seen one in the flesh. Oh, this day keeps getting better.
It certainly feels like we've really arrived now, doesn't it?
We need only to meet a butler, and the experience will be complete.
Well, I'm not sure if I'd go that far, but I understand the sentiment.
Thank you for waiting. Mr. Garadeb will see you now. This way.
Oh, guess that's him in the portrait. His face is the moon. Not his face, his whole head. His head is the moon. His moon head. He's mooning us right now with his head. Let's save, and then let's examine the whole place before we talk to him. Because why not? Because why not? Also, I need a sip of water. My voice is starting to get a little bit scratchy. Like I said, I'm not 100% recovered from the cold yet, and I've been talking for 2 hours. Let me read a couple comments in the chat, even though I'm close to caught up. There was Nora's raid, and Nora said Nora's raiding in. Hope her tears don't mess up your stream. Nora raid. Atlantic said Nora raid, we will stab you. And then Crystal does a shout out. Thank you again, Crystal. Quiggita says, I mean, this is the tutorial game for the real second game. I don't know if like a whole game should be able to count as a tutorial. And that's the kind of thing they did with 100 Line. Saturday says, are you guys British by any chance? I mean, a lot of the people in this game are. I don't think we have any actual British people in, well, no, Gallop was here earlier, and Gallop is British. But I don't know if Gallop is still here. Let's see, Quiggita says, pulls up tea. Ooh, are we British? Are we British? Nah. Weedle says, Logan, nah. Guess what? Chicken butt. Said, what Weedle is that what Weedle is that you're so cool and funny guy? I says, no, but thanks, Logan. I have almost 500 days of Duolingo, nice! Not to brag, but I have over 1,500. I'm just saying. But congratulations! Saturday says, are you Irish then? I mean, Dermo over on YouTube, I believe, and I'm technically a dual citizen of both the United States and Ireland. Just tossing that out there. Atlantic says, we were playing some Uma Musume. Crystal says, he's not, but the characters are British coded, so Logan makes them British. Quiggita says, captions, horse wife food game. And Weedle said, Crystal, hoy! Crystal says, ahoy, Weedle! And then some hearts. And then Quiggita says, oh yeah, the emote I used in the TTS is this little guy. It's a little barking dog. It's 165 pop. And then Nora says, lore accurate. If training, gold ship. And then Quiggita says, I also made this new emote. Oh, it's, what's her face from Detective Conan? Didn't her Japanese voice actor just passed away, right? Well, what's the character's name? Ron, I think? I have to say, like, once again, I'm seeing a lot of Detective Conan stuff on YouTube, and it's almost, not YouTube, excuse me, on Twitter, and it's almost always people like comparing the character designs from the current seasons to the old stuff, and they look weird now. I'm sorry, but okay. Anyway, let's keep playing. Let's keep playing some here. I want to examine everything before we talk to these fellas here. Oh, and we can pan around. Oh, just a little bit. Oh. I love how it's all trashy over here. This is obviously Natsume's corner. So this must be his roommate, is Garadeb, this guy. So the Garadeb has to have something to do with the moon, right? Because I mean, maybe his head is supposed to represent something else, like maybe like an arrowhead? But he looks like the moon, to me, anyway. Wasn't there, like, way back when, didn't McDonald's have one of their various mascot characters? I think his name was, like, Mac Tonight or something. This guy with a big moon head, he played the piano, he looked like that, but not facial hair, just, like, sculpted from his flesh. Let's click on stuff. That's a full-sized cannon! That weapon right there in this story is officially canon! What's it doing here?
Oh my, it's real! I thought it might be a replica.
Oh, that old thing. That's a little more than a toy.
I don't know, this is what I want to say for him. I don't know if that works or not. I didn't know he'd be talking yet. I'm clicking things. Sorry?
The army was selling it off when I'd retired, so I decided to give it a new home. Never know. Why am I dipping my pipe in my tea? Oh, never knew when the enemy might attack next. Jolly useful to have a cannon about the house.
Really? It isn't overkill?
Sometimes overkill is the only kill, my boy. Be prepared, I always say. You never know what this twisted world is going to throw at you next, boy.
He's the murderer. He's totally the murderer. He's got a freaking cannon. Maybe that, because wasn't the whole thing that Natsume said he was out there and he sees this woman, then she suddenly fell over with a knife in her back? Dude fired a knife out of his cannon. I don't know why we wouldn't hear that. That's what he did. He fired his knife, a knife out of his cannon.
Do you think there may be trouble brewing, Mr. Garrido? I'm gonna talk as if we've already discussed things with you before we start clicking stuff.
Always is. Take Joan here. Never fails to have a clean apron in reserve. Dries them in the barrel, you see. They dry very well in the cannon there, Joan tells me, which rather proves my point, I feel.
It's been reduced to a drying rack? No wonder the huge cannon looks like it's hanging its head in shame. So her name is Joan, Can we look at our court record? Have they appeared? I know I'm doing stuff out of what the order the game wants us to do this is. Maid? Question mark? A maid who works at the Garadeb household. Her main duty appears to be standing at Mr. Garadeb's side, pouring tea. Okay, let's keep clicking other things. There's a military uniform. That uniform looks fairly ancient, doesn't it?
It's clearly been well looked after, though.
That old thing. Not much better than rags, really.
Oh?
Wore that ceremonial garb at my retirement bash, you know. But I'm not one for dwelling on the past. Me would have gladly thrown it out, but you know how it is. Anyway, it doesn't hurt to have the old piece of memorabilia lying around, does it?
Oh, I see.
Perhaps we should leave the past in the past. Giant bullets on mantelpiece.
That looks like a Medal of Honor, and it's showcased on a very grand banner.
Yes, it's displayed with some pride, I would say, although it bothers me that it's not straight. I'm sorry, but Susato, back in these days, it bothers me when things are gay.
What? That old thing.
Sorry?
I should be glad to see the back of it, but the general would turn in his grave if I disposed of it. The wall's the best place for it, keeps the bully thing out of my way.
So it's just been polished to shine by accident, I suppose?
There appears to be an inscription on the medal itself. Look! Let me see, it says, "For distinguished participation."
It's a participation trophy. I should read some more comments in the chat, even though I'm almost caught up. Let's see, Weedle says, ooh, nice. I think it was 98 or 2003. I don't know. And there's probably also a difference between like when Yu-Gi-Oh! Premiered in Japan versus in the United States. But yeah, like back, so over 20 years ago. And yeah, back then, they would always change it. I mean, I'm amazed they kept Yugi the same, but everybody else's name changed. So you had Joey and Taya and Tristan and things like that. And Weedle says, Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean. And then Nora says, Logan! I have a math test tomorrow. Oh, I'm very confident about it. I thought you were going to start begging for help. What kind of math are you doing? Can you let me know? I like math. And Crystal says, yeah, love her. Love her, hate that she doesn't know that Conan is her boyfriend that became a kid. It's one of those things where it's like to protect her for her safety because the people who turned me into a kid might be out there and might come for her, right? But still, it's like, how many years has that anime been going on there? And like, she deserves to find out. Didn't they eventually like create another person who was an adult that turned into a kid that joined the kid group? Because I think I've seen pictures of a character that seems like that. It's like a little girl who is much like him, much like Conan. I don't know, something like that. Sounds like the kind of honors even I could be in line for.
Well, one doesn't like to blow one's own trumpet, but I was given that for my time in the army. Can't measure an officer by the number of medals to his name, of course. Common knowledge in military circles.
Okay, can I click? Oh crap, it's doing it again. It's doing it again. There we go. That screen.
Look at that enormous screen! It must have been put there deliberately, surely.
I know. No, just because screens usually are put places on accident when they're small. Yes, it certainly seems like someone's trying to hide something from view. What could be behind it, I wonder? Well, this background isn't in 3D, so we can't pan around like we would in Spirit of Justice. Or no, yeah, Spirit of Justice, that's where we did that.
I'm gonna have a very quick look, just a little peek.
Ahem.
Oh, me.
Maybe let's not, Miss Susato. I think the maid is going to head us off with a cup of tea.
Ahem.
Can we click the candle down there? Okay, that's not clicking anything new. All right, let's go to the other side. To the Soseki Nook.
Oh, look! What a wonderful collection of cakes lined up on that gleaming silver cake stand. And look, my stamp on the back of my hand is gone. It's gone. Inconsistencies.
Lined up? It looks more like someone has half demolished them to me.
Afternoon tea is a time of indulgence, you know. It's quite the English way. It is Mr. Garadeb's custom to take 2 cakes with his tea.
sounds delightful.
Oh, wait a minute, though. There are at least 10 cakes on this cake stand.
Well, naturally, it would never do to waste the leftovers.
I might have to change her name. Her voice is too similar to his.
So whatever Mr. Garrideb doesn't eat, I say to myself, Joe, you shall have to tidy up.
How magnanimous of you. Okay, and all the broken shelves. Look at this crockery on display here. It's rather unusual, isn't it?
Oh my, a genuine London dresser. Isn't it delightful? Although the shelves seem to be broken. And the crockery is, oh dear, it's in pieces!
Now, I wonder if that's just because Natsume is either a slob or unlucky or something like that, or if it should be normal and it's broken because bro here wheeled the ginormous cannon over the window to fire a bullet that spit out a knife at the victim. It really is. The word cracked wouldn't do that Chinaware justice.
Oh. Ah, I wonder. Perhaps the cannon was fired at it.
Yes, probably something like that. But let's not delve too deeply here. Okay. Do I need to click them or can I just back out and speak to them? Okay, so I apparently cannot click converse, so I do need to click actually them. Let's try her first.
Good day to you. John Garrideb at your service.
Pleased to meet you, sir. This is Ryunosuke Naruhodo. He's a defense lawyer.
Do excuse me not getting up. We didn't have the budget for it. I took a shot to the knee a few years ago. Yes, I used to be an adventurer. Then I took a shot to the knee. Back at the Battle of My Wand, don't you know?
Is that a real battle? Did they make that up for this? Battle of My Wand? I'm gonna Google that, hang on. Battle of My Wand. Battle of My Wand. Fought near the village of My Wand in Kandahar province. The battle resulted in an Afghan army of 25,000 regulars and irregulars under Muhammad Ayub Khan. Okay, so this is like apparently when they were fighting in Afghanistan. Okay, it's a real thing.
Earned a medal for my pains, but had to withdraw from service, handed over the reins to the up-and-comings.
So he's a retired soldier.
I know language! It's a heck of a job getting up and down stairs now, I can tell you. Don't get out much, as you can imagine.
Why the language? I mean, to be fair, this game has had like a lot of ethnic slurs against the Irish. But I mean, that's a swear. Yes, it's quite a climb up here to the second floor, isn't it? I was panting at the top of the stairs.
You really must take more exercise, Mr. Naruhodo.
Oh, do you think so?
Well, Mr. Garrideb, no doubt you were very courageous to earn yourself a medal.
Oh, it was nothing. The medal was just a folderol, really. Wouldn't like to offend the general, though, so I grudgingly displayed it on the wall. Oh, staring at my medal. Why don't you fetch it down, Joan? Let these good people see it properly.
And we already examined the inscription on the back. Ah, oh, right in his crotch! Ha!
That's it, old woman. Be careful. I might use those someday.
What was he saying right before that?
Joan, fetch the... Oh!
That is like a McDonald's hot coffee incident. But, to be fair, that was his punishment for swearing earlier. Chat, don't swear, or someone's gonna use hot tea and or coffee to make you never have children. I'm gonna read some more in the chat. Nora says, the last math test I took, I got full marks, plus 0.5 because extra credit. Nice. Queen says, lol, yeah, I made those emotes after finding out her VA died last month. Oh, was that long ago? I just barely heard about it. So I did it to honor her. But then again, I feel like sometimes when some of these people die, you won't like find out until a little while later. Queen said, so it's a bribe. Magpie said, gonna pop out for a minute, but I'll probably be back before Logan gets to this message. Lurk, did you get back? Magpie, thank you for the lurk, because I'm very close to catching up. Queen said, Mr. Gregson, are you single? Saturday says, oh, I don't know if that's Scottish or Irish. Wait, what? Oh, the voice, I was trying to do British for Gregson. But I'm sorry. if it seemed not that. Queen Katie says, we'll be sharing Garadeb's name fact later. Don't know if it'll be tonight. If not, then next stream for sure. It's in this current page, but it's a long page, so we'll see. In a timestamp, 2 hours, 7 minutes. So I'm still less than, okay, so I got a little bit farther behind, but I'm still like less than 20 minutes behind. Queen Katie said, those bullets are giving me flashbacks to Ghost Trick, honestly. And Saturday says, Mooners! And Queen Katie said, yep, Ran Mori. Oh, Ron Mori. Okay, Mori. Yeah, from Detective Conan. I thought you were saying someone in this. Yeah, Ron Mori. Over on YouTube, Derma says, don't know why she's doing that. She's the one dating him. It'll bite you in the long... Wait. They're dating? The two of them? So, like, they pays her with certain favors? Says, no, your Gregson voice is English. Okay, thank you, Dermo. Thank you I was worried for a minute.
Oh, dear me, I do beg your pardon, sir.
You jolly nearly took the skin off my hands.
I shall be more careful, sir.
So anyway, there you have it. Living the quiet life now. Yes, I see. Now then, I hear you want to know about the chap lodging downstairs, is that right? Again, I thought we were gonna run into Herlock.
Yes, we would be very grateful if you could answer some questions for us.
Only too pleased, naturally, especially if it helps to keep the peace here in Blighty. Oh, we forged an alliance with the Empire of Japan recently, as I'm sure you're aware. So this case is very much in the public eye, as it were. Oh, is it? It's funny the difference, because in Japan, a British woman commits murder, and they're like doing everything they can say to, no, she didn't do it, she didn't do it, she didn't do it. Here, in England, a Japanese man doesn't commit murder, and they're like, he did it, he did it, we don't care. Oh, is it? Even had some famous detective poking around, you know, in this old house, would you believe?
Yes, Mr. Herlock Sholmes.
Could have been. Didn't catch the chap's name. Not really my cup of tea, all that detective business.
Oh, but you have a copy of Ranced magazine here, so
maybe Herlock gave it to him. Okay. No. Sweat droplet. Sweat droplet. Okay, so this guy's thing is obviously that he tries to be so, I don't know if you could call it nonchalant with a guy this old, but he tries to act like he's not, that he doesn't care, that he's too cool for, doesn't care about the metal, but he loves the metal. He doesn't care about Herlock, but he loves Herlock.
Anyway, the chap's investigating the foreigner's room as we speak.
Oh, so we probably need to get him to let us in there. So, he's in Soseki-san's room. It's a bally nuisance, what it is. Crap, now I think his voice is slowly turning into the juror with the knife. The whole neighborhood's twitching its curtains now. I don't like all this fuss. It's jolly unsettling. Okay, now we can talk normal stuff. Let's save again, because we need to keep doing that periodically. Oh crap, we're almost at the 2.5 hour mark. So now is a good time to start keeping an eye out for raid suggestions over on the Twitch side of chat, because I guess we will eventually do raiding later when we reach the 3 hour mark, assuming my voice doesn't completely go out before then. Let me read a couple more comments to chat. Quita says, it's so bittersweet too, because her final line as Ron was an anime original episode, but it's a line about going home after making a shrine wish for her to reunite with Shinichi. Aww! It also makes the very first episode more bittersweet, because before Shinichi got shrunk as he ran away from Ron, she thinks, I have this awful feeling that I'll never see Shinichi ever again. And the VA will never get to see that reunion someday in the future. Oh, that's really sad. And I'm just sad because that means the day that they have finally animated an episode I've been waiting for, it won't be with original Ron voice actress. That is really sad. It won't be the same. The worst part too is that next year's Detective Conan movie is finally about Shinichi and Ron themselves. It's been the worst timing. As you can see, I have feelings about this. The anime is 30 exactly this year. For some reason, I thought it was older than that. Holy cow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am only 5 messages behind on Twitch. Oh, and over on YouTube, Dermo says, message retracted. Let me have a sip of water, and we'll get back into this here. May I also say, I miss Vero. Hope Vero shows up eventually. All right, let's play some more of the game. Any of you guys ever get that thing where your ears get all stuffy? And like, do you guys know how to get rid of that? I always like try and plug my nose and kind of suck in, and it kind of pops them out, but it's not working. Hey, can we like go back out and start presenting things to them now that we've introduced ourselves? Nope. Okay, so we got to just go back into talking to them. About Mr. Natsume.
About Mr. Natsume then, Mr. Garadeb. Please do tell us!
Yes, the Japanese chap. Only been lodging here for a week.
Oh, just 1 week? So he moved in very recently then.
I have 2 lodgers most of the time, one on the ground floor and one just below us. The first floor room became available a week ago. Oh, woman, why? Why? Dash it all, Joan, do be careful. At least I know I can still feel things down there. Oh my goodness, I'm terribly sorry, sir. If you want to know my opinion, I thought he was a shady sort from the moment I set eyes on him.
Oh? Why?
He seemed to have a most nervous disposition, always shaking and looking over his shoulder. The man had shady written across his sweat-soaked brow, if you ask me. I said so to myself, Joan, that man is trouble. Sooner or later, he's gonna do something untoward. And I'm rarely wrong about anything.
We won't be calling this maid as a witness, that's for sure. We'll probably call him as a witness and she'll be like up there with him.
Was there anything else that struck you as suspicious about the man at all?
Yes, oh yes, indeed there was.
And she's dying to tell us! The shady lodger! Had you noticed anything else about your lodger, Mr. Natsume?
Oh my word, yes, that man was shadier than an orchard.
Could you elaborate?
An orchard is like a garden with trees, so it's got lots of shade. Like how when I slap me cheeks, watch. You slap me right one, and the rippling goes to me left one. Well, take the man's room. Absolutely stuffed full of books it is, more than anyone could ever read. And he never so much as passes the time of day with another living soul. I haven't seen a single visitor call. He just trots off to the old bookshop every single day and comes back at 5 to light the gas fire. And the funny little man is up long past the time everyone else in the house has gone to bed too.
Oh, I see.
The gentleman on the ground floor goes to bed at around 9 each night. But I've never known that Japanese fellow to retire any earlier than 2 in the morning.
Okay, so is that going to be another suspect or witness, the guy on the ground floor?
Could you clarify something, I wonder?
What, pray?
How do you know so much about Mr. Natsume's routine? I'd understood that neither of the lodgers living on this floor of the house. I'd understood that neither of the lodgers live on this floor of the house. Is that correct?
That's right, yes. They're both below us. On the first floor and street level.
Then how is it that you know so much about the lives of your lodgers? The precise times that they come back in the evening, for example. Even the times they go to bed?
Oh, good grief, Joan! Be more careful, woman! Oh, my goodness, sir. I'm terribly sorry, sir.
Something doesn't add up here. She keeps burning his groin and he hasn't fired her. I think he's into this. Okay, the incident 2 days ago. As I said before, we're definitely not making it to the trial tonight. I at least want to reach Herlock tonight. It seems that the incident took place at around 5 in the evening. Did you happen to look out of the window at around that time?
Oh, the window?
Yes, we noticed that the window over there looks out over Briar Road. The incident took place on the pavement just on the far side of the street. Was there anyone suspicious loitering nearby?
5 o'clock is dinner time in the Garrett household. I'm afraid I don't remember seeing anything. How about you, Joan? No, sir. It would have been dusk outside already at that hour. And with the fog as well, I should think it would have been quite impossible to see the other side of the road.
Oh, I see.
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary then?
Such as?
Anything at all, even if it seems unrelated.
Well,
Yes? Was there something then?
well, it's nothing particularly significant, but around the sort of time here there. Joan! What are you doing? Oh, dearie me, what have I done? I'm awfully sorry, sir. To be more careful, woman! Of course, sir. If I may, Mr. Narrow Hollow.
Oh, yes.
I have an exceedingly good memory, and as far as I remember, nothing of any significance took place here at that hour. Nothing at all.
Oh, really? Mr. Garadeb? The way you were talking before, it sounded rather like there might have been.
Oh, well, as I was saying, it was just a trifling matter, really. Nothing of... Oh, Joan, dash it all! What is the matter with you, woman? Oh, begging your pardon, sir. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Yes, quite. Nothing happened. We sat down to a quiet, uneventful meal. Joan, is that the lie you want me to tell? That's right, Mr. Garadeb.
What is the matter with these two? They were banging. They were doing it when the incident happened. They were doing it. Like really sloppy.
It sounds like something happened here in this room on the evening of the incident, but what?
I wish I knew. Okay, wow, there's more. Okay, let me read a couple more comments in the chat. Even though I'm almost completely caught up. Queen Katie said, me and my dad are getting close in our watch-a-thon to the 10-year anniversary mark of the anime, actually. It could be amazing that that's such a huge, monumental landmark. 10 years, and you're still like a third of the way through it. Heckat said, welcome back. How you doing, Heckat? Thank you. Are you doing well? I appreciate you being here. Yeah, I had to miss a couple streams because I was sick. I'm still not quite 100%. My voice is still a little bit iffy. But how are you doing, Heckat? Good to see you. Crystal says, aw, no swearing, F/J. Also, hello, Heck. And then Heckcat said hi. Crystal and Magpie with the unlurk. Welcome back, Magpie. I actually got your other message then before you unlurked. And then Crystal says, oh, Miss Vera Command, Quickie with the Miss Vera Command. And Quia said, this will be a great VOD for Vero, actually. It'd be even better for Vero if Vero was here, because then like we could interact. Over on YouTube, Derma says, I imagine whoever got the job animate cheek probably supposed to be cheeks, cheek smacking, was sorely disappointed with what it was referring to. Well, I mean, yeah, it's probably supposed to be your bum cheeks. But as you can see, she's like shaped that way, like the mass goes outward, lower down. So I would imagine there's like a lot more shock waves of rippling flesh down there. Numa says, this set of characters feels like a Faulty Towers bit. I can see that a little bit. I like Faulty Towers. Okay, let's keep going here with Mr. Natsume's room. Could you tell us which floor Mr. Natsume's room is on?
Why, certainly, just below us on the first floor.
And Mr. Sholmes is investigating there even as we speak?
Yes, told me Natsu's name. Had asked him to look into the matter, so I gave him the key.
Oh, Natsume asked Holmes to look in, even though Sholmes was the one who accused him.
Mr. Natsume has engaged Mr. Sholmes' services?
That's a blatant lie. Oh, it's probably, it's what Sholmes said to get permission. So Natsume obviously didn't. Sholmes just wanted an excuse to get in and look around. Would it be all right if we also took a look around in Mr. Natsume's room, I mean?
Don't see why not. It's just we're down one flight of stairs.
Who knows if we'll find anything that can help us with the case, but we have to try. Okay, we got like 20 minutes till the 3-hour mark. We're definitely gonna see Sholmes. We're gonna reach Sherlock Sholmes. We need all the clues we can lay our hands on. Shall we?
We shall, yes. And while we're there, we can speak with Mr. Sholmes again. I'm gonna undress him with my eyes. Perhaps he'll be able to tell us more.
Okay, more dialogue there. I don't know. I want to go downstairs. So I was wrong when I said that this over to the right was oh, it's doing it again. There we go. I thought that was a Natsume nook, but apparently not. Apparently this is just their whole thing here. They're just into some violent lovemaking. So let's head downstairs. A new location has been added.
We still haven't been here yet. I wonder what awaits.
Oh wait, she has new dialogue about these things.
Even when they're a little worse for wear, English rooms are so splendidly colorful. The workplace of the world's greatest detective. Oh, it's a dream come true.
Okay, Mr. Natsume's room.
A small dark room rented by a visiting scholar from the Empire of Japan by the name of Sosuke Natsume.
I do hope that because it's the same building that it's like roughly similar looking, but like the decor is different. Oh, wrong button. Natsume's room. And once again, I hope Sholmes is just like spider clenched onto a wall in a corner, spinning a web. Oh, it's a cat! Okay, first of all, there's also the lucky cat thing. But you guys, there was a fan art on Discord that somebody posted with all the weird girl sidekicks, and there was like a little calico. Wait, no, it wasn't the weird girl sidekicks. It was all the animals. That's right. It was all the animals they'd done. Like there was the parrot from the DL6 incident case. That had taken the stand. It was like all the animals from Ace Attorney, and I think that was the cat, right? That's the cat. It's a calico, yeah.
19th February, Mr. Natsume's room.
Hey, kitty. What? Just look at this place. Look at the cat. Psst, 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 psst. Come here, kitty. And smell it. It's so musty in here. Yeah, Joan wasn't kidding about those books. He's a bit of a hoarder. Wait, I just realized his window is bricked off. I suppose it's the mountains of old books that are responsible for that.
Oh, this place. Oh, this makes me uncomfortable. I don't think I've ever seen so many books in all my life.
No, me neither.
It's so dark in here, too.
Wait, where's Sholmes then? Is that the window over there? Well, it was the window, I think. Yes, once upon a time. Oh, was that Susato who asked that? But for some reason, it's been closed up with bricks and mortar. So this is where Mr. Natsume lives.
By the way,
I haven't spotted Mr. Sholmes anywhere. No, come on! Why? You're giving me blue Herlocks here. I needed... Wait, this whole stream I've been wanting to run into this guy again. No, that's true. But according to what Mr. Garadeb told us, the great detective should be around here somewhere investigating. Maybe the cat ate him. I think cat ate him. Okay, we can look around. Oh, maybe he's just buried in the books. Maybe an avalanche of books have crushed him and he's dead now. Oh, it's a little honeypot. So let's look at things. There's no music, but we can still click and look at things.
Oh, look! It's a beckoning cat from home.
It's a bit big and bulky, isn't it? Surely Mr. Natsume didn't bring that maneki... so this is the technical term for it then. The maneki neko all the way from Japan with him.
I hardly think you're in a position to comment, Mr. Naruhodo.
Yeah, because Kazuma brought him with him.
Are you forgetting the enormous Daruma doll that you brought in your luggage?
Ah! That was the thing I was telling you guys about in Persona 5 when I got ambushed. Anybody remember that? Well, it can be dangerous traveling abroad. I wanted a lucky charm.
Well, I imagine Mr. Natsume wanted the same, and this cat is sure to beckon good luck to him.
It's not doing a very good job so far, is it?
You mustn't say such things.
I didn't say a word! Why are my eyes such a giveaway? It's not your eyes, bro. You are saying these things out loud. You have no inner monologue. Okay, stacks of books. I hope there's a head inside that. So I'm guessing the story will advance when we click either the book or the cat. So let's click everything else first. Look at all those books stacked up there. They almost reached the ceiling.
They're all works of English literature, and they all smell so musty.
With this volume of books to hand, you'd never be short of reading material, would you?
No, what a dreamy idea.
Okay, that's right. This whole thing was that he was sent to learn about English literature. Or no, was it that he wanted literature but had to learn the language, or wanted to learn the language but had to learn literature? Is one of the two. A bad dream, maybe. For me, at least. Mind you, I don't imagine the book that's at the bottom of the pile will ever be read again.
So reading it is an experience that comes but once in a lifetime, just as the tea ceremony teaches us.
I certainly didn't expect the conversation to turn down the path of tea ceremony philosophy. All right, I can't click that. We got the window, we got the book, and we got the cat. Let's see what else we can click first, though. This is just more pile of book, apparently. Okay, so let's get back over here, and let's try the window, then the cat, then the book. I think. In that order, maybe? Could you even call this a window?
I think so. It was a window at one time, after all. Although all that remains is a frame surrounded by some bricks now.
So really, it's just a wall then, isn't it? But why would anyone deliberately brick it up like that?
I'm afraid I have no idea. Perhaps Mr. Natsume painted the brick designs on a fit of whimsy.
That's alarmingly feasible. Anyway, what do you mean painted? Those are actual bricks, though. Anyway, whatever the reason, the lack of ventilation here makes the place very oppressive.
It does. I imagine being cooped up in a room like this would be extremely tiring.
So again, I don't know. One of these two is going to advance the story. Maybe if we try and click the book, it'll be like, oh, I can't get to the book because there's a cat in the way. I don't know if the cat's going to advance the story. I don't want to advance the story. Game, give me a warning. Let me know when someone will advance the story. I'm going to save then. Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Emergency TTS, cuz apparently Dermo, Vex and I, and others maybe, have been hearing cracking audio? Unsure if it's in-game or not though.
Is it with my microphone? Is it cracking or just the game is cracking? That is troubling. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom of the chat. Can somebody let me know if it's just the game or if it's the microphone? It's the game. I'll try closing it out and reopening it because that might fix it. Let's see. At the very bottom, I see Eglin saying, I've definitely heard a little bit of cracking with the game. Okay, so it's not the microphone then? Okay, I'm going to try and closing out the game and then relaunching it. And I did just save, so that's actually perfect timing. So we try closing it out and giving it a few seconds there and relaunching it. And then once it's loaded up, we'll go in and see if that takes care of it. So thank you for the heads up on that. Thank you for the 10 bits. I wasn't noticing it on my end. Crap, if it's OBS, though, this might not fix it. And we might just need to, like, wind down the stream 10 minutes earlier or something like that. But let's see how it goes. And see if this fixes it. Oh, look, the background changed again. Wait, is it gonna change like whatever location we last saved at is what the background is? That's actually pretty cool. So it's not just like a different location or a different background for the whole chapter. It's like this specific location. Interesting. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and load it back up. Does it still sound crackly? I'm gonna read a couple more comments to the chat though. Let's see, Queen said this would be they read that. Fex says, desiccated boiled hot dog? What? Queen says, mismade. That's just called his Ace Attorney animations. Those do not usually call a man guilty. Said now, if his name was I Did a Murder, then that'd understand the concern. Magpie says, how dare you call my client I Did a Murder? He did nothing wrong / silly. And Quiga said, lol, that's perfect. Oh, it's giving me flashbacks to the Kingdom of Kurain. Okay, so I'm going to try clicking the cat first, although if that does advance the story, then I'm going to assume retroactively that trying to click the book would be like, I can't get to the book because there's a cat in the way. Oh, Eglin says, no crackles now with a pin message. Thank you, Crystal, for pinning that. Thank you, Eglin. Okay, good. So I guess it was just the game. So that hopefully resolved it. So thank you. And, and there's some comments over on YouTube. Hang on, Derma, let me see if I can get some background music so I can read some more on YouTube and on Twitch and just get fully caught up in about 10 minutes. First, we'll click the kitty. Aww. Oh, big stretch. No, come back.
Oh my, what an adorable little cat. Perhaps he's looking after all the books while his master is away.
I don't know about that. He disappeared into that pile of books as quick as a flash. It was a tricolor Mickey, wasn't it? Do they even have that sort of cat here in Great Britain?
Perhaps Mr. Natsume brought the little creature with him from Japan.
Oh, that made me feel homesick now. So maybe it's not a calico?
Already? We've only been in the country for 2 days.
We've been away from Japan for like weeks before that, though. Oh, also, I just noticed this thing behind the books. I don't think I clicked that. What is that thing? This appears to be some sort of meter on the wall here. It looks very robust. I wonder what it's for. There's a slot for inserting coins here, too. It's, maybe that's for the heat? Or no, it's probably for the gas, because it looks like it's connected to the lamp up there.
Ah, I believe that is a gas meter, Mr. Naruhodo.
A gas meter? So it's probably for paying the gas bill or something?
It seems there is a piped gas in this district which consumers pay for by putting coins in the meter.
So if we were to put a coin in the slot,
that would be enough gas to use the lights and the gas fire for the whole night.
So if you're too poor to have a coin, you'd have to spend the night in the dark and freezing cold?
That's right, yeah. As would a rich man who only carried crisp white notes.
London is a scary place. Can I click the cat's bed? No? Oh, we can click the waste paper basket. Look at all these balls of paper on the floor. There are notes scrawled all over them. In English! In Ego! It looks like the waste paper basket is so full they've just fallen out.
I think Mr. Natsume must have been deeply immersed in his research, don't you?
Or deeply averse to tidying up his mess. He's an author, so he's probably writing a book, yeah?
I wouldn't like to speculate which is closer to the truth.
And the book. Oh, I probably missed the tea kettle. I hope that wasn't a thing.
That desk seems to be wedged into a crevasse between the mountains of books on either side.
I suppose Mr. Natsume would sit there and read while stroking his cat. Stroking his cat. Unless it's like a really exciting romantic novel, then he would let the cat go play with some toys. Wouldn't be stroking something else. What's wrong with y'all? But surrounded on all sides by these towering old tomes, surely he dreamt of books every night as well.
Yes, he must have done, mustn't he? Oh, what's this? It's a receipt from the secondhand bookshop. Your books.
My books. Oh, yes, Mr. Natsume's name is on it. Look, and the date of purchase. 2 days ago at 4:45 p.m. Will this help corroborate an alibi or something? That's the day of the incident.
That's just a short while before he was embroiled in the terrible attack.
Well, except he doesn't have an alibi. He admitted that he was there when the murder happened.
He must have been on his way back from buying some old books.
The second-hand book receipt has been entered into the court record. A receipt discovered in Mr. Natsume's room for some books that he had purchased from a second-hand bookshop before the incident occurred. Can I click the... Okay, that's everything. I have a sinking feeling that if we turn and look that way, that Herlock Sholmes is going to suddenly appear. He's right over there, isn't he? Whoa! Hi, Herlock. How are you doing? I know you too well already. I can tell what you're gonna do. Okay. We made it! Herlock!
Ah, look, Mr. Naruhodo!
Aha! There he is! Where did he appear from? His mother's womb.
He seems to be engrossed in the pages of an old book.
He's just aura farming. It's not even that much aura. He's just pretending. He wants to be in a cool pose. He wasn't reading there earlier.
I hope he won't mind if we disturb him. Hello, Mr. Sholmes!
Oh. Oh, you two, good day. We made it! With like 3.5 minutes till the 3-hour mark. We finally found Herlock. Let's save again. Just in case, I don't know, something happens. The game gets all crackly again. And I'll read some more comments in the chat. I think I can fully catch up now. I'm like close enough to 3 hours. That should be allowed, yeah, I think. Let's see. First, I'll take a look over in YouTube chat. Let's see. I gotta scroll up a little bit. Dermo says, Logan, I don't know if it's on my end, but your audio is cracking. Okay, so yeah, it was on both streams. I am so sorry. Said like a lot. All of us in the spoiler chat were individually thinking for a good min. Oh, must be my device before consulting each other. It's gone now. But it was bad 10 minutes ago. Crap. I hope that didn't like chase off lurkers too bad. I didn't even notice on my end. It seemed fine to me. I mean, maybe it was good that at least was during a relatively quiet part in the game. And Derma said, it suddenly started when you talked about the maid's cheeks? Great sentence. Okay. Wow, I guess the game just didn't like talking about bum cheeks. Said, I'm pretty sure it was on your end, not the game. So it was probably an OBS thing. Odd that, like, I don't know, but thank you for letting me know. Thank you. Back over on Twitch. Heckcat says, I've got to lurk for a bit. If y'all are gone by the time I get back, I wish y'all a great evening. Thank you for being here, Heckcat. I don't know if you're already gone for the night, but I appreciate you popping in. Magpie said, I'm very proud of that Ace Attorney name, actually, yeah. Hadid Amorda. That's a very good one. And a timestamp 2 hours, 36 minutes. Wow, I'm farther behind than I thought. Quigita says, I'll be honest, you do have Herlock coming up soon on the page, but you have a whole nother area to investigate right before that happens, so I doubt it's tonight. Oh ye of little Herlock faith, said unless you go at high speed for the next 30 minutes. Yeah, that's case closed for you, laughing, says Magpie. That's case closed. That's also what Detective Conan's called, case closed. Quigita said, oh wait, never mind, Logan's right. Holmes says next. I somehow missed his name with the next area section of the guide. Crystal says, with the raid suggestion! Thank you very much, Crystal. Let me copy this down. That is someone we've rated before, but it's been a little while. So thank you very much, Crystal. I will copy that one down in my text file over here because we will need to figure that out very soon. Appreciate you, Crystal. Said rated them before, but it's been a long while. Queen said, yeah, the cat! Eglin said, I need Sholmes to be painted into that brick wall somehow, perfectly camo. It could be like that Somebody I Used to Know music video. I would have approved. I mean, this was nice too, but that would have been really good, especially if we're like looking down the book, then we come up and he's just like there. Crystal with some more raid suggestions. Thank you very much. I will copy these ones over as well. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you for always being an MVP about raid suggestions. I really appreciate that. And then Quigita says, the sound effect for the next text, for the text has been bothering me today for some reason, but you know what? I'm gonna headcanon it. The sound effect is Iris typing the story the whole time. You know what? Let's go with that, because we headcanoned the original Ace Attorney was Orla the Orca telling the story to her great-grandchildren, or maybe it was just grandchildren. This is Iris typing everything. Eglin said, I want to see Sholmes somehow chameleon his way out of those bricks. Crystal says, she using different types of typewriter for each character. Trust, that's why the pitch is different. Crystal says, yeah, I've been hearing that too. Eglin said, I'm definitely hearing a bit of crackling with the game. Crystal says, I think it's the game. And Eglin said, not your mic, it's fine. No crackles now. Quiggita said, yeah, it was bothering me, but I assumed it was the sound effects. But when Dermo mentioned it, I was like, oh, that is a thing for you too. Then Vex followed up with a, so I did my final 10 bits. Thank you, Queen Katie. Thank you. Crystal says, no cracks anymore. Quiggita said, we're good. Shout out to Dermo for that one. Thank you again, Dermo. Quiggita says, it had been bothering me since we met John, and I thought it was a fireplace. Wait, it was happening all the way. Wait, no, her name is Joan, right? The maid's name is Joan, isn't it? Are we gonna, like, is her name really John? Crystal says, Ma, no, why'd you got the cat away? Bad, Logan, bad! Quiggity says, oh my gosh, yeah, it was the game cracking, the text sound effect is so much better, I was going nuts. AMC said, I knew what it was, Logan was planting evidence. How you doing, AMC? Quiggity says, I thought it was gonna have to put up with this. Crystal laughing said, welcome to AMC. Logan, no stroking! Herlock! And then hearts. Quiggity says, hot. Eglin says, dang, I was hoping for chameleon shenanigans. Oh, and Vex with a clip. So once again, if you're lurking, if you're new, you weren't here when we did before, if you don't know the deal, if you post a clip, we watch a clip. So we'll see what this clip is from Vex. It's not from so far back either because I'm close-ish to caught up. It's from 4 minutes ago, titled, White Man Jump Scare. Oh, hang on, wait, is it? Oh, it's not muted. I have a sinking feeling that if we turn and look that way, that Herlock Sholmes is going to suddenly appear. He's right over there, isn't he? Hi, Herlock. I mean, it was easy to predict. Thank you very much for the clip. I appreciate that, Vex. Thank you. Let's see, AMC says, Logan 5-stream streak. I watch this rowboat being a good grunt planting evidence. I do what I gotta do. Thank you very much, AMC. Crystal says, the crackle lasted for at least 3 minutes? Earlier, I thought it was my earphone laughing. Quita said, wow, literally, if it wasn't for Dermo, all of us would have suffered. All we thought was, well, I'll just suffer here. The power of the collective. Eglin said, the way I was imagining was him just in a full bodysuit with a brick pattern gripping the wall, and you look up and see him slowly turn to reveal his face like a horror creature. It's like he's facing the wall, and then his head just like ratchets around 180 degrees. Quita said, Logan, the man is John. Oh, so he's John and Joe. Garadeb is the man? So it was, wow, that was a long time of crackling then. So John, wait, no, it was John Wilson. Wait, no, hang on. Hey, I gotta look up what is his name. Hang on, in the court record, people. Oh, I got so many people now. Oh, it is John Garadeb. So we didn't get stuff on these people yet. So Maid, we already read her thing. A retired army man who's the landlord of lodgings rented by the defendant, Mr. Natsume. An old knee injury means he's confined to a chair most of the time. I feel like his knee probably healed, but she keeps pouring scalding tea on it and re-injuring it. And there's Herlock. 30, oh, wrong button. 34, there's not a person in the world who hasn't heard of this famous great detective. Not a person except me, apparently. He's back, and he's delightful. Queen says, the rich guy who kept getting boiled by the maid, 3 hours, 3 minutes, 30 seconds. That's a lot of 3s and 0s. I caught up to chat for the first time of the night on Twitch. And over on YouTube. I'm still caught up on YouTube. So did I save? I think I saved, but I'm gonna try and I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna triple check that I did save. Because we finally found our man. It took the entire stream. We were chasing after this man's shadows, but we finally reached Herlock Sholmes tonight, shortly after the 3-hour mark. I should also, again, copy and paste our link tree into the chat because it's been a while since I've done that, and pasted it over on YouTube as well. So if anyone's lurking, just to give you the rundown, lurkers, we stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. This is our main game that we're currently playing, the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. We're alternating with some shorter games. Another game that we're playing right now is a Batman the Telltale series, so that is currently going on alternating days. So that means tomorrow is going to be Batman Telltale. The next Great Ace Attorney stream is going to then be on Sunday. So yeah, that's how it works out. I mean, you guys understand that this is how it works. We are past the 3-hour mark, so at this point, I think we are going to go ahead and see if we can populate a raid. So let's go ahead and pick one of the people that Crystal has, one of the fewest number of viewers, who is currently playing Persona 5 Royal, but it looks like it's I think Early game, I can't remember what the calendar dates are, but I only see like the main trio, so maybe it's early. I don't know. Maybe it's late in the game. I do not know, but yeah. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for your patience with me as I've been sick. The past couple streams, I had to cancel a couple. I was jonesing for this. I had missed you all so much. So thank you for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. Thank you for hanging out with me, for your patience, for waiting for me. We're gonna see you tomorrow for some Batman. On Sunday, we're gonna pick up where we left off. Oh, and I gotta post our raid message into the Twitch chat, so you can copy that over to your clipboard if you're gonna be hanging out with us through the raid. Queen said, thank you for the very Iris with a gun stream. Crystal says, the way I tried to adjust my earphone and gave up, I'm so sorry. Magpie says, good night, Logan. And Vex says, thank you for the very white man jump scare stream. I feel like we've had several white man jump scares with this gentleman. But he's delightful, so they've all been delightful. So again, thank you for being here. I hope that I didn't destroy my voice too much. Sorry for all the crackling. And yeah, we'll see you back here tomorrow for Batman. We got just, I think, I don't know how many more episodes. 3, I think. 2, I don't know. We're gonna play some Batman. And then Sunday we'll back for this. Love and appreciate you all. Everyone on Twitch, enjoy the raid. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, bye, bye. And to those over on YouTube, such as Dermo, thank you for hanging out. Dermo, thank you again for being the MVP of the stream tonight and helping resolve that crackling issue. You're awesome. Everyone who has been on YouTube before tonight, I appreciate you as well. And anyone watching the VOD, either on Twitch or on YouTube in the future, thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So to all of you, the Twitch is already rated out. To all of you on YouTube and to those watching the VOD in the future, good night as well.